this group. You captured him, ensorcelled him, brought him onto your boat, tied him up, and tortured him for information before killing him and dumping his body in the water, which is where
I
we
remember that.
started last session. After that, you guys had a discussion about the best ways to go about getting to this location that you were told about. Eventually, you decided that you're going to take the lifeboats from the ship and row up the river towards this destination. There was some discussion about whether this was the job that should be taken, things of that nature. Ethior especially protesting to the deaths of anyone, but was reminded that there is a larger end goal in place, which is to stop the what seems to be an endemic and systemic vampire spread. That in mind, you set out up the river with a little bit of issue. You eventually made your way to the hidden ravine that you currently find yourselves in. After a fight with some dire wolves and a large, great sword wielding catman, you deceived the remaining members of this criminal organization into coming out a few at a time and being caught in a pincer attack on the low ground. With that advantage, you quickly, if not easily, dispatched the other four members and looted their bodies, which is where we ended last time. It's a little bit of a shorter session because I was late.
If I remember correctly, everybody ate shit. Like not everybody ate shit. It's like one person ate shit, and that was Eddard, and everybody else is pretty much fine.
He was soloing the giant cat man who
Yeah,
did not miss almost the entire fight, if I remember correctly.
yeah.
There was a lot of beef.
Mm-hmm. Eddard, being a paladin, was able to stand up to this punishment, but only barely. And we are picking up, as you guys are, basically confirming amongst yourselves all of the things that you got from these Tabaxi mercenaries, criminals, call them what you will. You have still not yet entered this cave. What would you like to do?
Roll
It is
perception to see if
late
there's any
evening.
enemies inside the cave.
Sure, you can try and listen.
Have to load the page up. And perception. I can't read an older than that one.
17. You listen beyond the sounds that you can hear in the of the evening air of this forested area. You can't hear any movement or even breathing inside of the cave. There's also a decent amount of airflow, which would indicate to you that it is fairly shallow.
Alright. Fly down and progress forward, I guess. With that, with another perception check to make sure that there's no traps.
Sure, you can roll perception or investigation.
Perception again.
Okay. You don't see anything trap-like. You can see that the path very quickly narrows to only be able to accommodate a single person, medium creature at a time. The rest of you probably don't even notice Fayetta doing this. What is happening amongst you?
Finishing running them pockets.
Sure.
Should run in the fuck. You rob. You grave robbery. What's the bonk sound?
You can really argue with a necromancer over grave robbery.
No. I would have committed grave robbery too. What do you mean?
I feel like Arlong would like to go ahead and have the cats. The cats will be a very nice thing, a very nice addition to Arlong's arsenal.
I thought the thing for another time, but I'm not about to get in trouble about this nation.
I don't need to look rifle through these guys.
No,
stuff.
you guys did that. You guys did that at the end of the last session.
Yeah.
You've gotten all of their stuff. They're standing there in most of them in their small clothes, or standing there, laying there. Most of them in their small clothes.
The
You
one guy with the
strip
great
them of
sword
their armor.
died standing up.
We prop
Yeah,
them
just
up on the wall.
still in the They're all taxidermied. I mean, can I assume that everybody is gonna make their way into the cave?
Yeah, I want to start going inside.
Monster.
Okay. Edward, is that a no? Not heading back into the cave? Back into it.
Fucking jumped off the cliff.
Okay,
Alright.
you guys make your way in. It's a shallow cave, not more than 10 feet high at its highest points, and low enough that many of you need to not crouch down, but hunch down. The ceiling is only 5 feet high near the entrance.
I lower my
sloped
head
higher.
just a little bit.
hmm You can see
I don't care.
you can see that it is illuminated by torches posted at regular intervals around the walls, but also by a soft yellow glow from all of these crates. Strange, glowing, luminescent yellow potions, almost golden in color, rather than the red you were told to expect from
It's piss.
healing potion.
It's Eder,
I don't
Eder says it's piss.
Gonna do an
Smells like
arcana
piss.
and see what kind of drugs these might be.
Like sulfur or something.
It's piss. Smells like
Yes,
piss.
you may. Are you going to do the taste test?
Yep.
Okay. Arcana, please.
The taste test.
Arcane
Well,
12.
so it rules is written. It
No, I know.
you can figure out a potion by taking like
taste
a
it,
little
yeah.
sip of it. Okay.
Little sippy dippy.
Erlong, you maybe you had a little bit of a cut left. You do feel it close up as you as you give it a little bit of a taste. With a 22, you learn that these are not only potions of healing, but they are unstable. Specifically that you feel a bit stronger, a little bit quicker, maybe a little bit healthier. And it goes away very quickly because you just had a sip. But also, for a moment, one of the tips of your fingers elongates
Oh,
before shrinking back down, and you aren't able to see it, but your eye color changes briefly for just a few eye blinks.
hypno.
From it's like black to a more greenish red.
Yeah,
Green
look,
to like shot with red.
probably don't want to drink this unless you're really desperate.
Got it. So bad.
Eder
potion.
downs 5.
I'm melting. No, I could
There are
definitely
quite a
see
few.
why they're after it.
Oh, this seems like what we're here for.
I'll take 5.
Okay.
Are we just not
Yeah.
lugging as many crates as we can onto the boats?
But yeah, but this is personal.
No one is saying anything, so I'm not sure. Would you like to do something, guys? Like,
Yeah.
I'm,
let me-
I'm just over here like the amount of I would like to carry about 20 potions in my bag of holding.
do you have a bag of holding?
Yeah.
Is there anything with writing around? Maybe like notes, like a fucking recipe, even some bullshit that would tell me what this stuff is exactly made out of.
Yeah, feel free to make an investigation check.
Yeah.
You guys look around. There are maybe, I mean, with all of these crates, there could be 100 of these potions.
God.
Yeah, I think the boss will be happy with this. I'm gonna.
Hey.
I'll look around and double check, make sure there's no extra stashes or something.
Sure. Like checking the walls, or like.
Walls, a little bit under the floor, like little spots that might be money storage or something that somebody would from the group.
Okay. You can also give me an investigation. Edwin, on your search for papers, you don't find anything laying out, but there are 3 locked uh, containers. 2 chests here and here, and a smaller like lockbox about the size of a loaf of bread.
Alright.
Along as
Being
far as hidden money, with a 22, you don't see anything like under the floor or anything like that, but you give one of the boxes like a nudge and you hear a faint jingling from inside, as if a few coins falling over.
Okay. Can I grab the small lockbox? Is it like, what's the lock look like? Is it one that's on the outside, or is it like an internal thing?
It's like set into the face of the
Oh, okay.
the 2 chests have external locks.
Okay.
Do you want me to try unlocking them?
Yep.
Ah.
Go ahead. Go for it.
As
Try
the
and-
rogue? Yes.
I will absolutely appreciate it.
Okay, give me 3 thieves tools checks. In what order are you doing them in?
What was the list of items? Like, this is the small one.
2 chests and a small lockbox.
I have no idea what the, how to actually list out the other one.
So,
But yeah,
order
here you
that they
go.
were found. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
what order do you want to do them in?
The order they were found in.
So chest, lockbox.
Okay. A 14 is not able to pop the lock on that first chest. You get the feeling that this one is it's a very old, rusted lock, and delicately picking it is going to be harder than just breaking it. Yeah, probably. But the other 2 pose no issue. The second lock flies off. Maybe the rust has like weakened its internal gears. It's hard to say, but you pop that one off in just by sticking your tools in it, essentially. And the lockbox holds gives little more resistance than that. All right, you open both of these chests. In one of the large chests, you find several additional weapons, swords, daggers, arrows, bolts, a short bow, and a heavy crossbow. And in the lockbox, you find a a single diamond, a pair of citrines, a pair of zircons, and a bundled up gray-brown robe covered in patches. On top of both of those, you see that there is not exactly a sheaf of paper. It's more like a note card that has some uh, 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 messy messy and cramped handwriting, but it does look carefully written.
How much was
long?
the diamond worth?
Yeah, let me get the
Looks about to work. It looks to be about worth 50 gold.
Okay, well that's 50 added to the fund over here.
Well, no. What?
No.
A 50 gold diamond is a good spell
Casting
component.
components.
Yeah, well we still need money.
We do.
mhm.
But it also probably want to have a separate price right now, just in case of contingencies. Contingencies
And-
quality vivify.
Can anyone even use resurrection magic?
No.
No,
So what are we worried
still
about?
have to pay out. We still have to pay
Later
out
opportunities.
so.
But
Later
Fad, like-
opportunities where none of us can still use resurrection magic?
None of us is
you have a good point.
So yeah, it's basically for payment because we have enough to use it, and we still need to pay out Eddard. So
Feada.
Yeah?
Did you tell anybody that
Yeah.
about the first chest?
The first chest? What, the one with the weapons?
No, that you weren't able to open.
Yeah, like the lock on here was the lock on here and this one is finicky, but I got these 2 open.
Check them out, but I still don't have the identity spell.
One of these days you're gonna fix that.
I refuse. I've never researched the door. I will see if I could discern anything from the cloak.
As you pick it up, it does feel magical, even though you don't normally see a magical item that had to be patched or anything like that.
What do the patches look like?
They all have different icons on them, as if you see one that has a picture of a small knife, another with a lantern on it, one that looks like it has a bag of gold, maybe.
Can I roll an
Oh.
Arcana try and identify this?
Sure.
Little piece of
I'll
history.
assist, if allowed.
Sure. You walk over.
Alright. Even
Okay. You probably recognize the type of magic that it is giving. You have detect magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with a detect magic as well, you would be able to determine that this is very similar magic to a bag of holding, but in discrete small patches. You've heard of a robe filled with all kinds of useful items before. This seems to be something much like that.
Huh. This one, I think if you attune to it, or even just use it, like, you tear these patches off and
Damn, we didn't get any doors on it.
You got a door. You got an iron door.
yeah.
Oh, is there one on your door? Cool.
There's a door in the room.
Or there's two actually. Yeah, you take it off and you slap it on a wall and it poof makes a door.
That's cool as shit. What the hell?
Quite useful. As said by the name.
One of them's a riding horse.
The door goes on an opening. The
Yeah.
pit can go anywhere and create a thing.
Okay.
The door has to go in an opening, but
Okay.
it attaches to the wall on all sides and stuff like that.
Oh, so it, like sizes it. It sizes it to the door. Okay.
Yeah, you
You're
so
not
you can
just, like slapping a door in an empty fucking spot in the air.
right.
Well, I realized we didn't get it, but I thought there was like you can make like a hole in the wall. There was a patch on that.
There
Yeah,
might be another one. I didn't look at all of them when I rolled for it, and it was several weeks ago.
Right.
But we still have a thing that does doors.
That is amazing, and I wish it wasn't a rogue.
Would anyone like to try and break open the last chest?
I put on
I'm
the
not,
robe.
I'm not beefy enough for it. Eddard, want to try your hand breaking open the thing?
It's gonna cost you extra.
Buddy, what if there's something good in the chest?
Are you forfeiting it as payment?
I'd look around. I guess so. I mean,
All right, Eddard rolls up his sleeves. What do I got? Do I have anything that can help me?
There's also like Arlong. Can you go check out the other chest as well? The one was full of magical. The one full of like swords and shields and shit.
I think that's what Eddard's handling.
no.
I opened one of them.
I haven't told you what's in the one that's not open because it's not open yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll,
Pretty good.
are there any like swords laying around?
Yeah, they
chest.
just opened one of the chests which has several mundane weapons in it. There's a
Like-
pair of short swords
like in
and a
a
long
pile?
sword. They're like they're in this
Stop
chest.
Or
How
here,
disrespectful.
Anybody have a water skin on? Or I do. I take the lock and pour water in it, then turn that water to ice, which should, in theory, pop the lock because ice expands.
I'll allow because this is a really old lock. You crack the lock down the middle, and you're able to pull it off as Eddard's scavenging in the box of spare weapons. They're not just like loose weapons; like they have sheaths and stuff on them. I just
They're
want
all
to
good.
state that.
There's
They're like,
I just thought they were like in a pot, like a sword pile. I was like, "What the fuck, guys?"
no, it's like there's like some quivers of arrows and a heavy crossbow and some daggers and 3 swords.
They have
You
a quiver
open
of arrows and a heavy crossbow.
and 100 bolts.
Oh,
Yes.
it's like,
I can't
There's
use
also
the
a short. There's
You're like,
also a
those
short
things
bow.
don't add up.
I also
Um,
can't even use the fucking heavy crossbow. I'm too short.
You open up this chest, Cyrus, and you're immediately glad that you didn't let Edwin give everything in the chest to Eddard because it's filled with money.
Oh shit!
There is quite a bit of copper, a medium amount of silver, and you can spot plenty of gold coins scattered throughout.
Damn, crazy. Well, good
Well,
thing.
that can go towards the paying our debts fund.
It's a good thing. Well, we need 1,000. So 80 close.
Well, in terms of gold, we've got what? 80, 110.
I want you to know we have to make more than 1,000 because we still have to pay out Eddard too.
Well, let's
Remember
need to
that.
figure out
Well,
how much these potions are going to be
200
worth.
We've got the equivalent of 217 gold in this chest. So
Okay.
could you imagine if I got it open first?
Damn. At least you did it. I'm happy you did it now.
We're halfway there, boys.
Almost 10. I have 173. I literally would pay out of pocket. I don't care. I would literally pay out of
and
pocket.
regarding the diamond, I can use it as a spell component.
Or
Revivify and that sort of thing.
true, you do have that, I think. Ow, why are your claws out?
We're going to fuck with the other box.
We'll
Fuck
get
with
some
how?
other stuff in there, so-
Investigating it and see if there's anything funky about it before that. Make sure there's no traps on it.
At this point, all three are open.
Alright, well, never mind.
Alright, well, I guess we can start moving these potions.
Let's check the other items in the crate, see if I get any magical vibes.
You don't immediately feel any sparks of magic from anything in there.
Sure.
If you guys look around at all, in the rest of the room, you guys would find quite a few rations and a quartet of barrels filled with fresh water as well. Supplies
I'll
for them to
refill
stay
them.
here.
I'll
You
refill the water skin. That I
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Nice.
I thought you were gonna say I refill the barrels of water. I was like, interesting. Why?
Okay, but why though?
I stick my face in there and I drink all the water.
Sure.
In one gulp.
Like a Capri Sun, but a whole bear.
I squeeze the barrel shut like a Capri Sun pouch.
Yes, exactly. Glug, glug, glug. Respect the pouch.
I'm gonna start lugging these crates to the boats then.
Yep, I will, as best as I can with the smaller boxes, start moving them if I can.
Okay. They're all like open-topped crates. Many of them look like milk crates or boxes for like bushels of apples and things like that that were probably acquired just from other products. You see a couple still have like the labels of things on them that they used to have, but none of them have like lids or anything like that as you're carrying. So it's just one thing I want you to note.
Also got
I'm just
Stick
going
help me.
to I can't really help.
Carry individual potions.
I get Stick to help carry a box with me.
Stick grabs the other end. You quickly realize that you're a little bit stronger than Stick.
I think Stick is stronger than me.
Does he have a strength? Oh, right, he does have like a stat block. He's not
Yeah.
just like a. Okay.
Yeah,
That'd been really
Stick is
funny.
way stronger than me.
I mean, Eddard, do you want some of these healing potions? If you're dying,
Fucking no.
why not?
Because I fear my boss more than I fear any enemy that's gonna jump us.
No one has any claim to these but you.
Aren't we supposed to get rid of them? Like, we're not even supposed to.
You're
really,
supposed to get rid of the
like,
people
them. Yeah.
because these
Yeah.
things are harming the
Bring
business.
them.
So essentially you just can't bring them and sell them. Is all
Yeah,
that they care
bring
about.
them.
Don't
if
ruin.
we give them to the boss, though.
I'm bringing them to Layla. I'm not. She's already mad at me.
Yeah. I pocketed 20.
You fuck.
I'll make sure to tell her that.
Hey, I have nothing to do with this. I hope you know I'm with you right now. I'm
It's
bringing.
I pocketed 20. Like, why? Because we're going to eat shit later.
I
Probably
guess
not
I'll
good to
take
drink.
the money crates.
Yeah.
Yeah, take the money. We obviously want
So-
the money.
I emptied out an entire box and put in the bag of holding that I'm carrying.
High or low for favorable results is you dump loose potions into a bag of holding.
Hoping they don't break.
Probably just the crate itself. Then
Higher low for
Let's
favorable results.
let's resolve what you said you were gonna do.
High or
and see
low
if it
for
has-
favorable
has-
results.
Yeah,
Oh, throw that shit.
I need to know.
hi.
All right.
Always go high.
Okay. You can hear some soft clinking. In there. So you guys have 2 bags of holding?
Oh, where's the second one? I don't have.
I know Cyrus has one.
I guess we have 2.
I didn't know that Cyrus had one. I just know I had my own.
Parts.
Yeah, you guys got one from
I don't have a bag of holding on my sheet.
So then Feyetta has the only one.
Am I insane? I swear to God you had
Are you
one.
sure Faye is the only one with a bag of holding, though?
In
Yeah.
remembering.
Yeah, I remember, and I had the bag of holding since the beginning because that was part of the backstory alongside
I'm insane. I
Right.
apologize. Okay.
I had bread filled with 100 gold for some reason.
That's pretty damn funny. Oh, snack. Wait, my teeth.
Yeah, literally on my sheet it says, quote, bread
Oh,
filled with gold.
the gamble.
that-
The guy that paid you.
not the gamble. That's from the boss. That was your down payment to do this job. He gave you a loaf of bread because you met him in an inn. And you were like,
Oh.
what the fuck is this? And then you picked it up and it was heavy as shit. That was the first 100 of your 600 GP payment that you're supposed to get
For this job?
Yeah.
for this job, for killing the
Wait,
Tabaxi.
Doesn't this mean that after this job we're pretty much like
Square.
basically there? No,
So if you still want to use the days to get more money,
we're gonna
that's
do another job.
for your-
because,
that's
no,
for your
we have to
pockets.
do another job because we have to pay out Eddard still. I'm still thinking about us having to pay out the dude who's still here. You know.
Yeah, he's gonna join us. We don't need to pay him.
Yes, we
Nah,
do.
I think we have to pay him.
You
But I also
understand
don't know exactly how to pay him.
You don't know how things work around here. We pay him, or bad things happen.
Yeah, but let's get these potions out of here first, because if we leave them, then the boss is gonna be pissed because some stupid fuck's gonna come back and just start selling them anyway.
Yeah, that's why I was looking for a recipe so I can like get rid of it, but I didn't find anything like that around here.
Back to the town then.
Yeah, we load up the crates.
okay.
I think.
Uh,
Oh, do we have enough space in a rowboat for this?
you guys brought a third spare rowboat for this
We
express
trailed it
purpose.
behind, didn't we? Yeah.
Yes, Eddard and Erlong were the 2 that carried it with or pulled it along
Yeah.
with them.
We towed it.
Erlong amazingly actually did fairly decent for rowing up.
Make sure we cover it over so nobody sees it. We're
Okay.
hauling.
So,
Yeah.
you guys do have like a treasure hoard handout. If you want to use that for this or for what's in the bag of holding, that's up to you guys. But somebody marked down that you guys are able to, over the course of probably the last hour before sundown, move the remaining 70 potions, 70 unstable potions into the lifeboats.
Are there is there like tools and stuff that they're using to make this around here, like glassware, like?
No,
I was
nothing
gonna
that
say,
you
I'll put,
found.
like, in here.
You found that note, but it appears to be a message, not a recipe. But you guys didn't like read it examine it.
Yeah,
I could read it while we're hauling back.
Would be smart.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, yo, this is Gregory the cat. We're upriver making more.
Yeah, I'll read it while we're like getting ready to haul out or to like ship out.
Yeah, it's a message from Concrete, the cat. No. It appears to be a message written by someone in this that you probably killed today. Detailing recent sale efforts within the city and a promise of payment to be delivered to the usual spot in a few weeks.
Fuck, via like dead drop or something.
It's hard to say.
Ah, damn it! I wish we would have asked for the fucking. Damn it! I mean, we can't now. All right.
Only we
Okay,
could speak with that.
seems like a thing to get. Okay, so you guys get all of these potions. You is anyone taking anything else from the cave or the bodies for that matter? Is anyone taking proof or anything like that?
Cat ears. Give me the cat ears.
Oh my god, how gruesome!
Hey Nate,
I am
Yeah.
just carrying 32, grabbing 32 arrows.
uh,
Specifically just to round out my number of arrows
Okay.
to 100 again.
Thank you.
Mentor's more of like a nature god, right? Or at least that's
Nature aligned, but the god of knowledge primarily.
oh, okay.
And 73 crossbow bolts.
Okay.
Am I getting any vibes out here in the woods or?
You could absolutely like try and find a moment, because you're not helping load the crates, and it will take a little while to make the trek all the way from the river to the cave back and forth.
Yeah, I'd probably find a quiet spot and do a prayer action.
Do a little bit of meditation. What are you praying for? Just connection or peace or?
Guidance to see kind of what the next steps. Am I just supposed to keep protecting Arlong? I realize I don't have like the commune spell or anything.
Right.
You know that sort of like where do we go next? A sign for like a safe harbor somewhere that's not ice fucking cold.
Mm. Yeah, give me a religion check. As you
Oh dear, this would be terrible.
as you sit down to try and pray, putting your faith in your God.
What's a 12 get me?
You can I ask how did Cyrus find his faith? Before I
I was adrift at sea, and it was like fuck. I've never been super religious, but if some kind of god can help me out, that'd be real awesome.
Okay. I think in that moment, what you later
Yeah,
came to
I've been,
realize.
Sent overboard in a storm, and
Okay.
sent further from the ship where I was.
Yeah.
Or what did I write? I think the boat sank in a storm, and I was like the lone survivor, sort of deal.
Okay. Then I think what you later came to realize is what happened is that knowledge of your plight was given to someone. There was a boat passing you, but they were going to miss you because of the fog and the waves that led to the crashing of your own ship. But there was a moment where someone turned to look again, thinking that they saw something when in all reality they didn't see you. They had no knowledge of you. And then they turned and they saw you because mentor took a moment to pass on knowledge. And you're reminded of that as you're praying. And I think the thought that you're left with as you finish, rather than a sign or something coming down, is you're meditating on the nature of the things that you know now. This whole, there are vampires that are taking over the mage colleges and like living and festering underneath the cover of the government of Faerun. And you begin to feel that this is not knowledge that you guys have been keeping it a secret because it's safer for you guys to not be telling people about this. But that now begins to feel wrong. Knowledge should be shared, it should be spread far and wide. It's the only way it can be useful. I think that's the feeling you're left with after you, as you finish praying, is you hear a Cyrus from or get Arlong. Can I get a call for your friend real quick?
Cyrus!
There we go.
Oh, be right there.
Okay.
Sorry.
I can show you're not dead.
All right. It is fairly late as you guys finish loading up the lifeboats. It took you a little bit over 6 hours to get here. That was with the strength of the current going with you, and leaving fairly early in the day. So I'm not sure. You guys might be able to make it back to your boat, but it would take you a goodly portion of the night.
I order stick to row until he pops.
He would have popped at this point by the time you finished loading the boat up because of the length of the trip between the boats and this cave.
Alright, I summon him again and I order him to row till he pops. He lasts an hour.
Okay, you guys are gonna load up into the boats and row at night.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
I want to make sure to like take a tarp or something and cover over the potions because they fucking glow.
Mm-hmm.
Smart.
So I
Good
wanna
shout.
cover them over just as much as possible.
Love that. Yeah.
I'm just going to like look at the water and make sure it's like it's not turning or anything. Like, is there anything happening over there?
What do you mean the water turning?
Is there
Is
you
there
mean, like gonna be problems?
waves are active or anything like that?
No, I mean it's a fairly normal looking river. It's hard to see the opposing bank at this point, especially for those of you without dark vision.
I can't see shit.
Which I think is nearly everybody.
I know 2 people have dark vision. I think that's it.
I do.
Which is why it's nearly everybody.
What, Erlong and Cyrus saying?
No, Erlong doesn't have
no,
it.
yeah.
Erlong
It would
doesn't?
be
No,
it
I'm a
would be
foe.
I know I don't.
it would be Edwin. I'm sorry, Eddard. Too many
Oh,
names.
okay. It's too easy.
Yeah,
Too many.
I'll take up the rear if Eddard wants to take the front to in point.
Row, row, row your boat. Gently down the stream.
Okay, Eddard, as before, you can roll at normal. Cyrus, with the advantage of having Edwin in your boat, you can roll with advantage.
Do I make a water vehicles check?
You could do water vehicles, but strength is still going to be the attribute. So if you have proficiency, if you don't have proficiency in athletics, then yes, you may do that.
I actually have both.
Okay,
water
so
and,
yeah.
I think because I'm a sailor, I get proficiency in athletics. I don't know why, but
Makes sense.
Rowing. All that rowing.
well,
Oof. Okay. Eddard?
Somebody's DMing me. I have to answer their annoying questions.
That's right. Would he have advantage if I have 6 working with him?
He only lasts an hour, and you guys know that this is going to be a long trip.
What if I juice him for 2 hours and then use my last 3rd level spell? It's up to you then.
I don't think so, because I wasn't gonna give it on temporary spells like Gust of Wind either. When we were doing this before.
Alright.
So, you guys start rowing, and pretty quickly as you set off, you run into an issue. Not only is this second boat incredibly heavy, but rowing against the current is much, much harder than going with it, which is what you had the benefit of on your trip here. I'll say with Cyrus's water vehicle's proficiency and ability to navigate at dark with his dark vision, you guys don't run the risk of running aground or harming your boats in the night. But it very quickly becomes apparent that you don't have it in you. Eddard, you're still covered in these huge wounds that have not stopped.
Hey, is this river freshwater?
No, this is a saltwater river.
Damn.
What the fuck?
It's fed by the ocean.
Going inland to the mountain? What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't like this place anymore. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I bet all their compasses point south too.
You look down at your compass and suddenly, no, yeah.
Point to west.
Actually, so in Nexus, I'm deciding right now, the magnetic North Pole is the Lifeless Yonder Mountains. So it's actually your north is pointing west right now.
I fucking knew it. I literally said it points west.
That would be hilarious. I'm not doing that, but that would be really funny.
Alright.
I'm gonna say you guys row for an hour, and even with Stick's help, you are not made meaningful headway. You've gone up the beach, maybe a half mile, a little bit more, but this is not a tenable journey at this point. You're already like beginning to suffer from like not lack of sleep mechanically, but it has been, we're approaching 16 hours that you guys have been awake at this point.
You should probably make camp or something.
Yeah. Try and spot out a spot to, camp out for the night.
Sure. Survival?
I'll do it.
I'll also, I'll be looking for a good spot to assist.
Okay. Yeah. Perception or survival, and I'll add everybody's together, make it a group check.
I'll rather do perception and survival.
Oh my good lord. Okay.
We
Okay.
find the
Okay.
safest
Okay.
spot.
All right. Okay.
Safest
He's
spot.
dead. He's already dead.
We see the bandit coming. We drown
I'll
him
say-
anyway.
With 3 nat 20s, it does occur to you guys that you could go back to the cave and put up one of your new doors in the cave and have a completely locked and safe place that doesn't have anybody in it. But you can also see more than a few excellent sites for camping near where you currently are, almost a mile up the river.
We go there.
We've already made our way out. I don't see the point in going back. Personally, if the group wants to do that, cool. But
I mean, what are we gonna do?
We
I'm
have-
already veering the ship onto the bank, or the rowboat onto the bank of the river.
We're not gonna go back and then unload.
You
all
just
the
we just
proceeds.
fucking rode an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
We are
Yeah.
tired. We're pulling up.
We are taking the lazy route.
Alrighty. Righty-roo.
Trying to keep our fridge.
Hey, do
Okay,
you rule that explorers packs come with tents?
they come with what they come with.
it doesn't come with a tent. It comes with a bedroll, mess kit, tinderbox, torches, rations, rope.
Yeah.
Tent's heavy enough that I like that it doesn't automatically come in things.
Yeah,
I would
tent's
imagine
really heavy.
a tent would have
I
its
do.
own bag.
I do. It's a problem.
Backpack, bedroll,
do
mess
you have
kit,
any-
tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 days of rations, water skin, 10,
Yeah.
50 feet of
Mhm.
hempen rope.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I have my
making a
own.
joke about automatically coming and things, but thank
Sorry.
God
It
damn.
was me. It was me, Edward. I
Oof.
tricked you off at light speed.
I
I'm gonna-
checked you off at light
So
speed.
you thought you nutted at just me.
It was me all along, Barry.
It was me, Barry. You were making out with your first girlfriend, and she touched your thigh, and you.
I'm gonna die. I'm
Don't
gonna
die. It's
commit
bad for your
die.
health.
It was me, Barry.
Don't die. It's bad for your health. Do you have a description for the unstable healing potions?
Yeah, they're a
Unstable
yellow
sleep.
glowing potion. You guys haven't like identified them or anything like that, so you don't have an exact understanding.
Yeah, just somebody drank a little bit on.
Yeah, little sippy, and I went hypnotoad long finger.
A little sippy.
Armand, do you have any like campsite security spells thing that you can do?
Just stick. For time.
You guys know what I do when I worry about campsite security? I climb up in a tree, tie myself to the trunk, and fall asleep like that.
I've always mainly stayed in the city sector. I don't have a land.
Are you afraid of bears?
Yeah.
So you tie yourself up like food?
No, I tie myself up so I don't fall out of the tree.
Fair.
Fair. That's not fair.
Oh, listen,
What, am I gonna fall out of the tree?
We run over it, the bear climbs up and it turns dead.
No, I sleep upside down like a bat.
It's true. I've seen it. He likes being upside down.
Hey, yo.
I don't know about that.
Hey, yo. The only person that ever saw that was that one Catman bard in the inn.
He's a real card, if you know what I mean.
Hey. So what are we doing for campsite safety?
I'll take a first watch.
I guess we're just doing watches, right?
Make
I'll
sure to
take
keep
second, I guess.
Also tie off the boats and make sure that they're like tied to trees. So if somebody were
Oh yeah. Stake those into the ground.
I'm blind. Maybe they make a campfire. Alright.
Yeah, I can start a campfire. I've got a tinderbox.
Oh my god, Cyrus, you're so fast. It's right there.
You already got stones from somewhere too. I imagine you guys would unload the crates of potions as well, or are you gonna leave those in the lifeboat?
I'll just leave them in the boat. Tie off the boat. That's why we pull them ashore a little, maybe.
Yeah, there's no reason to go 4 miles inland to camp out.
Yeah, the water's edge is right here.
I'd want to keep the boat with the actual stuff we're supposed to bring back a little bit closer to.
Again, nobody has requested that you bring those back. Nobody.
Yeah, but it's probably
they're
better
just.
that we do.
I'm just saying. Do you like you don't have a person?
Yeah. If
There's
we
no
lost
quest.
them, it's technically not.
Yeah, that's the reason why I just took like 20 of them in my pocket and I'm like, yep, this is mine now.
Keep us on the boat. Okay. I volunteer for first one. I'll be sure to walk back and forth. Keep eyes on the boat. When I go to bed, I'll probably stay asleep between the boats. Maybe on the boat. Just safety sake.
Reboat.
We boat.
I didn't think we had 3 boat. I thought we had 2 boat.
No, we have 3. The third boat is just hauling potions.
Hey Nate,
Okay.
quick question.
Hey, Dan.
For my watch, if I were to create a fog cloud on the using a spell slot, create a fog cloud like over here to sort of block, you know,
Peoples or creeples.
camp.
Yeah.
Would that take me out of the rest?
Is it concentration?
It is.
Hmm. I feel like it should be, but if you're on first watch, I'll say no because you have time to like cast it and start it up, and then.
I was on second watch, so I won't do that then.
Okay. The other thing is that while there isn't a great deal of wind, there is a little bit, so it would drift, but not significantly, like towards the water.
All right, I'll just excuse me, set up my bedroll and then head to bed, I guess.
All right. You guys all have rations and stuff that you can eat, right? Nobody needs to hunt for food.
No.
Everybody make sure you mark down one of those then.
I'm willing to share if folks need it.
I'm gonna go hunt a raccoon. Stab a raccoon. You know?
Yeah? Tell me about it. How do you stalk this raccoon?
I'm not going to stab a raccoon. I'm eating my shitty bread rations.
I'm gonna have to borrow a ration from you, sirs. I've run out.
Sure.
Thank you. I'll definitely get more back. I carried that many. Animate a skeletal table. Walk around with my stuff. It'll be made from the bones of rats.
We're not just gonna have a normal ass fucking disc.
Or just a regular animated table, my guy. Why make it heinous?
Flavor!
You know how many rats it would take to make a table?
That's why it would be impressive.
Okay. Tyrus is going to sleep. Edwin's eating bread and also gonna go to sleep.
Yes.
Our lungs has a ration.
Keep it first watch.
First watch.
Walk
You're
it back
gonna.
and forth, keeping fucking circling pattern between
Who was
here.
on third and fourth?
Think anyone volunteered?
I could take more. I could take the watch.
I'll do 4th.
Mainly because the fact
Like, I'm a mercenary. I'm sleeping, bitches.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, what does Edward do? Would you like to describe what your character's doing, Edward?
Back turn to the party. Conks out.
Absolutely fair.
Next to the boats?
Yeah.
Do you have a bedroll and stuff, or are you just on the wet ground?
I have an explorer's pack, so you'd have a bedroll.
Okay.
I
There you
gotta
go.
invest in a tent.
I was gonna say, if he's like sleeping on the floor, I'm gonna go cover him with a blanket.
Aw.
All nice like.
Actually,
Okay.
are one of these rowboats? No, there wouldn't be space to lay down on one, would there?
You
it
could.
also wouldn't be comfortable. It also wouldn't be comfortable because they're fucking
We're not.
robots.
We're not looking for comfort. We're looking for security. Ain't we?
It would be that sort of situation where you could put your back down and have your legs like up on the seat hanging over the side off the back of the boat, I imagine.
He'll do that.
Okay.
On the
Like
floor.
how I fucking sit on my chair.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's not worse than sleeping on the floor. So
I mean, it's not the most comfortable thing you've ever slept in, but it's also probably not the least comfortable either.
it's pretty practical.
It's mid at best.
Mhm.
I don't know. Edelman's used to sleeping against trees, so it's at this point.
No, she sleeps dangling from a tree
Yes.
like a bear sack.
Or a vampire, or like a bat. Like...
I watched the Hunger Games, but not closely. Okay, Erlong, you're pacing. The wet slap, slap, slap of your little webbed feet
Mm-hmm.
goes back and forth from the shore to the fire. Are you keeping the fire alight
Yeah.
for your watch? Okay,
Making sure to keep feeding it, keep people warm, animals away.
sure. Okay, give me a perception check.
The perception from the frog.
Yeah.
Behold.
Ah!
Nice.
Nice. Big poggers.
Big froggers.
Big frickin' froggers, dude. You're listening out, and you don't hear anything untoward. You can see, by the light of the moon, your campfire and the very, very faint glow of light from the underside of the tarp in the third lifeboat. There is nothing that makes itself known. Nothing emerges from the water. You don't hear any sounds except for small creatures in the brush near your camp. And the sounds of night creatures waking and beginning to prey and feed. Is there anything specific that you want to do with this hour, these 2 hours beyond pace?
Considering the paranoia and all that, occasionally checking the water just to make sure there's nothing there, not getting too close to wake Eddard, as I know my final resting place will be amongst the boats at the end of the shift.
Okay.
And then, on occasion, just gather a little more firewood just in case somebody wants to keep that going through the night.
Does your scientist's curiosity get the better of you at all when you're near the boat with the potions in it?
That's why 5 are in my bag for later.
Only 5? I thought you said 10.
No. I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I never said. I specifically said 5.
Oh, my apologies. Then there are 75 still in the boat.
There you
All right. Then your watch would come to an end. You can go and wake your boy Cyrus.
I will. Let's shake him. Cyrus. Your shift.
What?
Gotta go to sleep in the boat.
Oh, okay.
Let's make sure nobody steals them.
Yeah. I gotcha. So I'll mosey over here. Put it here. Let's put it on site. Do a perception check.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
I see a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, Cyrus, you were distracted tonight. Perhaps by the thoughts that you were having earlier.
That's definitely fair.
Is there anything that you are doing with these 2 hours alone as the night deepens toward its blackest points?
Not anything that I can think of. More probably focusing on, the idea of what are our next steps. How do I keep Arlon safe? Why are vampires trying to eat him? Those kinds of questions.
Classic debacles that all people wrestle with.
Yeah. How do I keep him safe when I'm so frail? Yeah.
Cyrus has a classic late night decision. He's gonna get buff. He's gonna wake up in the morning and go to the gym.
Live to
He's gonna row his fucking heart out.
I'm just over here thinking, like, damn.
Rocky Fork montage starts
Yeah,
playing in his head.
They had the same. They had the same decision as fucking Cole did.
Become buff. Okay. Unless there's anything specific you'd like to do, your watch passes much the same, with even the animals of the night beginning to quiet down, though they're not yet returning to their burrows and nests, as your watch comes to an end.
Okay.
Uh, you would, yeah, your watch would come to an end. You can, go and wake third watch person. I believe Fayetta
Yes,
said.
I think Faye said she was going to do that, and then I'll say, keep an eye on the boats and go see.
All right. Fayetta?
Yeah. Let me just go roll my perception.
All right, you are at this point only benefited by the light of the campfire, and the very faint glow of the potions is not really giving off any light more than if you walk over by them, you can see that they're there through the tarp.
I'm gonna just see if I can help the fire a little bit.
Sure, stoke it up a little bit more. Get some of the loose firewood that's around. One of the big benefits of this campsite is that it's near this huge evergreen tree, which has quite a few dead branches within reach for your party, and you can very easily fly up and pluck the smaller or larger branches off that were not able to be reached earlier and feed those to the fire. As you're up by the tree as well, you do hear a faint splash, and you look over expecting to see Erlong moving, but it's not actually him. You see a scaly figure with a spear tied to his back, swimming with the stream.
Towards us?
No, it looks like they just ducked back below water and are swimming back the way that you had just come from today. With
Are
a
all the boats in the
23, with a 23, I'm going to say that you can probably identify this person as a lizard folk.
Do we have any beef with the lizard folk?
Nope.
Not yet.
I'm not sure you would have ever seen one, except in a very large city.
And, like, Fieta just like stares at them a bit, just to make sure that there's nothing untoward happening to the group as well.
Nope. As you watch, they swim in one direction until they're out of sight.
Neat.
Insert one direction joke here.
I was waiting for it.
Uh, Beyond that, your shift is the darkest part of the night. The moon moves and sets, and the stars are pale and high in the sky, and even the sounds of the animals begin to die down. And by the end of your watch, it's just you sitting in silence. The only sounds the crackling of the fire and the gentle lapping of the water against the boats and shore.
Well, it's good to know they're not going to attack us in the middle of the fucking night. It's going to happen in the middle of the day when we go ahead and row the boats instead. Right. Next person on watch, I guess? Or is there anything else that happens during the watch, or that's it?
No, that would be when your watch comes to an end.
Alright.
Unless there's something else specific that you wanted to do in those 2 hours.
Nope, I just like stoked the fire, made sure it didn't go out, used Druidcraft on it a little bit just to make sure it doesn't go out. And wake up the next person.
Okay, that would be Edwin.
He was inside. He was on a fucking tree. Good thing the person right before it could fly. All right. So picking up a branch, poking her from a distance.
Like start awake, almost fall out of the tree, but the rope like catches. Like, see, that's why we have the rope.
You spin and end up upside down on the branch.
Yep. I'm just like hanging. I'm like, see, this is why we have rope, so that this
It's
doesn't have.
like, yep,
Because I would have
your
fallen
turn
out of
for
the tree.
watch. I'm gonna go get more sleep.
Oh wait, you gotta help me. You gotta help me out here.
All right.
Yeah, you can just.
Which Fayetta helps alongside. Also lets her know about like, hey, by the way, there are lizardmen over in the sea, but they just kind of just swam away.
And probably just local tribes, hunters, probably.
Yeah,
Uh, I mean, they didn't stop and take a look at us, did they?
I'm not gonna stop them. If they're not attacking us, that's good.
Yeah, no problem if they're not trying to do anything with us.
Right. Now Fayetta goes to bed after helping Edelwind not fall on her face outside off the tree.
All right.
What would you like to do,
Um,
Edwin?
I guess check the fire. Is it getting a little low?
Fayette actually did a great job of keeping the fire
That's pretty good.
stoked.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll probably just like have a little bit of a stroll around to look around.
Okay, how far are you gonna go?
Probably not too far. Maybe like
100 feet, 200 feet?
yeah, so I can still see what's going on. Or, like have a little bit of a patrol, I guess.
Okay. You gonna take a torch with you?
Hmm. Is the fire super bright, like we could get seen from anywhere, or is it
The,
like?
the fire is brighter than a torch, but probably only by 20 or 30 feet. It's not giving light for hundreds of feet
Or
in any
why not?
direction. But you could, like, see it through the
Yeah,
trees so long as you don't go...
if anybody gets
Yeah,
close, they'll see it. So yeah, sure.
that or the smoke. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take.
Okay. You go out on a little bit of a patrol. Uh, Give me a perception as you do so. Take your torch. Are you looking for anything specific?
No, just looking around, see if there's like anything weird. Just like maybe tracks of like people. Maybe like if there's like a trail nearby that we need to worry about people coming down.
So you guys did set up camp near a very faint game trail that you see here. This like sort of lighter path that comes
Yeah.
right by where you guys are camped is like an old game trail. Possibly was once a more defined path that heads a little bit further inland. You could absolutely follow that.
Yeah, sure. I'll walk along that for a ways, and then maybe like get into the woods a little bit closer, to like 150.
Circle
Yeah.
back and around. Okay. You start heading up this path, and it very quickly starts to wind its way up this smallish hill towards a larger copse of trees that are all surprisingly thick compared to the others around it. As you kind of stop near the top of the hill looking at these trees, you can see, as you look back, you're about 150 feet from your campsite, and the path does continue into these trees, but you could see more uh, evidence of animals. There are tracks that you don't immediately recognize in the soft earth, and more than one large spider web woven between these gigantic trees.
Awesome. I'm not going that way. Uh, yeah, probably just have a look, have like a listen, maybe see what's around.
Okay.
Then turn back around.
Give me a perception. All right. You listen. You can hear as your watch progresses on, maybe about an hour in, the sounds of creatures beginning to wake up, and especially if you circle back around more than a few times, when you make it back to the hill, you can see the first light of the sun, not yet rising, but
Or like cresting over.
yeah, like the light that precedes the sun even beginning to come up over the horizon.
Yeah.
First light, as it were. And as it does become first light, you see something strange on this path. This is like a circuitous route that you're making, like, ending at the river or the campsite as you're just moving around and around.
Yeah. Essentially.
On your, I would say, fifth time around, it's nearly dawn. The sun is beginning to rise, and you see as the light catches this like stand of trees, it's very dense. As you're walking near it, you see what looks like flowers blooming all around the bases of these trees, marigolds and daffodils. And as you watch, they begin to mantle and and grow down the mountain, following the sides of the path. It's very slow. It's almost as if as the sunlight begins to hit the path, these plants begin to wake up. But as you watch, they do begin to crawl like along the path, staying just on either side. This line of yellow and gold flowers makes its way towards your camp as the sun begins to rise. Do you try and like run to camp to beat it there, or do you just watch as you're making your route
Yeah, I feel
back?
like I go a little bit faster to follow along, see if anything happens to like anything that's intersecting the flowers, just in
Okay.
case.
You make it back to camp about 20 minutes before your watch is going to end, and you see that the flowers are heading towards the campsite and do seem to slow and slow and slow, the approach becoming more and more tedious, until the point where you can watch a single flower at a time rise up from the ground and open its petals before the next one begins to grow. And they become fewer and farther between until the last one blooms directly between Cyrus's outstretched fingers, laying on the grass, poking out of his sleeping bag.
That's
And as you watch that happen, the sun has risen and your watch has ended. It's been 8 hours. You may all take the benefits of a long rest.
Yay!
Hooray!
I can press the long rest button.
Hey, that is like the best thing, like one of the best changes they've made to the
Honestly, yeah.
like it takes a little pre-programming, but after you have it set up, it's super nice.
Yeah, Edwin, you can see people beginning to stir, but you could also start waking people up at this point, whichever you prefer.
Nah, I guess I start like to like sort of kill the fire, like kick dirt over it and stuff since we're leaving.
Okay. Okay. Then Cyrus, you wake up and you see this brilliant yellow flower inches from your face, and as you kind of look up, you can see a trail that becomes thicker and thicker, bordered by these flowers on either side.
Um, this doesn't look normal, right? Like,
Oh no, 100% no. I followed it all the way from the top of the mountain.
What the fuck?
Or the hill, that is.
was there anything weird up there?
Not that I could see, really. Other than the flower thing, which is pretty weird. The really thick trees. I don't know magic.
I kind of do.
Not
I'll,
nature magic.
I'll follow it, I guess. See where it goes.
Fayette is also following it, but she's also like slightly worried.
Yeah, I'm a little apprehensive. Maybe it's leading to some kind of plant monster, but we'll see what happens. YOLO, right?
I just had to keep an eye on the boat.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure this won't take long.
Okay. You guys start heading up the path, just the three of you.
Yep.
All right, you begin making your way up the path, following the flowers that get thicker and thicker and thicker. And again,
Do
all
I recognize anything about it?
the flower, like what they are, if you've seen these flowers before.
Yeah. But also for other reasons.
What reasons?
A line of flowers like this make you think Faye.
You should have
was
led with
wondering if
that,
it was
man.
Faye shit.
You should have led with this face shit.
I mean, flowers definitely appearing out of nowhere is definitely a Fey thing that you've seen before. You don't immediately think of a specific entity that has a lot of um, ties to specifically gold flowers. Maybe the summer court, perhaps. Um, they're all about blooming and stuff like that. But it's hard to say. With a 20 nature, what were you trying to learn there so that I can give you exactly what you were looking for?
Well, A, what type of flowers are these? Are they connected to anything? Does this, like, creation seem natural or, magical in some way? Or, are these real flowers or are they, like, fake illusions or...
They do appear to be real flowers, and you see that as you're moving further up, they become more and more diverse. Yes, there are marigolds, there are dandelions, there are yellow chrysanthemums, but there are also sunflowers and more than one yellow rose interspersed between all of these other flowers. Tulips blooming out of season, along with carnations. There are way more flowers here, especially ones that don't do well in a cold climate than you would expect for any uh, just to appear overnight. That's not natural. It's not an illusion, but it could be powerful nature magic. I mean, you've seen Theata concentrate and over the course of 6 seconds bloom a single flower. So something that could do this, I mean, to swathe this entire path as well as all of these trees that you're standing outside of right now would be very strong.
Would have to be much more.
Yes. You also behold these very tall and thick trees, most of them evergreens, but you do see some seasonal trees mixed and interspersed among them. And along with the tracks of large animals and the spiderwebs that connect these massive trees. You can see the path wends farther into these trees, but you can't see as far down it because of the thickness of the copse.
I'll keep following it.
All right. You continue. Insight on what?
I was just thinking like I'm not sure what I'm trying to roll for. Like I feel like insight would be working, but I don't know exactly why.
So the way this works is you tell me something that you want to do in the game, and I tell you what skill it
Yeah,
is.
I know.
So just rolling a skill
Yeah, it's
doesn't
not
do
helping.
that's just sitting at the table rolling a d20. Um. Okay. Uh. Uh. Train of thought.
Is it all right? Is it is the trail of is the trail of is it inviting? Is it just a trail? Is it what kind of like appearance is this thing? Is it like a presentation?
I mean, it's surrounded and bedecked on all sides by golden and yellow flowers that bloomed all the way down to you and created a path for you, or illuminated a path for all of you guys. As you continue making your way down this path, you reach what seems like a grove that was once kept free of these great trees. You can see several smaller ones blooming in this, or growing in this smaller area, maybe 40-foot radius. And in the center of which there is a stone statue covered in moss and lichen that obscures most of its features, but it appears to be a large humanoid hunched over a table of some kind that has many strange lumps that you can't make out the details on because of the greenery that is covering it.
Does this remind me of Mentor in any way? Like, could it be like a thinker pose sort of deal?
Absolutely, a man hunched over a workbench or a book or even a garden, a flower bed. This pose could also be just off the top of your head, the journeyman working on some project, similarly hunched over a table, working on their latest crafts. With
I'll,
war, you would expect a hand raised usually, either in crafting or in attack.
I'll like brush away the. I'll take a couple minutes to brush away the moss or whatever. Does it become any clearer after I clean it up a little bit?
Yeah, you would very much recognize the face of your god. An old man, brow and face scrunched up in concentration, looking down at a table that has several things on it. A pot with a very small sprout, all carved of stone, growing from it. Between his hands is an open book that actually the words seem to face you. And the third object is a what appears to be a like a quill in an inkwell spilled on its side.
Can I make out any writing on the book?
Yes, you can. There are 3 stanzas. As you look at them, you can recognize the language as common for all 3, but only the first one is legible to you. The other 2 appear to just be jumbles of letters.
What does the first one say?
It says, "What can you catch, but not throw?"
Dan the player fucking sucks at riddles.
First thing that popped in my... These hands!
My first
I can throw these hands.
But okay. Nope, doesn't know either.
I'm trying to remember that one. I heard it before.
What can you catch but not throw? A cold?
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
As you go, a cold, there is a shimmer, and you see what lichen you didn't brush off of the statue. Chill, the water in it, freezing for a few moments and covering it with frost. And as you watch, the words that you were just reading seem to change and shift, and it is just an illegible series of letters that don't form real words. But the second stanza suddenly becomes understandable to you. I touch your face, I'm in your words. I'm lack of space and beloved by birds.
Oh, I know this one. It's The Weekend.
Say that one more time.
I touch your face, I'm in your words. I'm lack of space and beloved by birds.
Air? Sunlight? Wind?
You just start listing stuff.
Well, more thinking out loud, but
Okay, let me know when you are talking in character though.
well, Cyrus, I would be sort of thinking out loud. Um, so, wind might be what I say here. Or yeah. So, touch your face. Uh, loved by birds. Birds soar on the wind. So yeah, this one's probably wind.
As you say that, a gust of wind blows through the clearing, ruffling your cloak and blowing further chunks of moss off the statue, revealing more and more details. And you swear, as you look back up at it, the eyes are focused so that they would be looking at whoever stands before this book. But you didn't think that they were before, but that might just be because the moss is pushed away. And again, you see the second stanza become illegible, and the third becomes recognizable. What breaks, but never falls?
Minecraft block.
Could this be a wave? Waves break against the shore but never fall, and the others all had sort of a naturey thing. So, yeah, we'll go with a wave for part 3 here.
You hear a cracking sound. As you look over to your side, you see that the small budding plant of stone that is growing from the stone jar that it is planted in, that has 2 leaves. One of the leaves has just cracked and fallen off into the pot.
I think it's wrong.
No, yeah. So what breaks but doesn't fall?
Your heart.
It could be a heart.
I mean, your heart.
You are several hundred feet away with no knowledge of this. Whether or not you guys have come looking for the rest of your party is an entirely different matter.
I'm 100% paranoid. I'm staying with the boats because I don't want that shit getting stolen.
Fair.
What
Eder is not.
doesn't-
Eder is not paid to follow wanderers.
So still just the text breaks but doesn't fall, right?
What breaks but never falls?
Breaks but never falls.
Dawn.
Dawn.
Oh yeah, that's the yeah fair. That's a good idea. I'll say dawn.
Final
Yeah.
answer. I'm kidding. Yeah, you say dawn, and there is a rustling of branches above your head, and you look up and you see the massive arms of all the trees in this surrounding this grove spreading and creaking to allow a massive ray of the newly risen sun to spear downwards and envelop you and the statue in its golden light that only spreads more and more to fill this whole clearing, enveloping Edwin and Feyada as well. Cyrus,
Uh-oh.
you feel an immense pressure all around you. Not squeezing or crushing, but like being wrapped in a heavy blanket pulled straight out of the dryer. There is a swirl of air, a chill on the wind, and the warmth of the sun all at once. You feel this pressure on your mind as well. And it's almost as if there's a handle on it. And you have this choice to mentally reach out and grab it to control this feeling that's around you, or to just allow it to wash over you.
I'll grab it. I'll take life by the horns.
You grab this power, this strange new feeling. And with a rush, you feel it immediately burn through you like you just drank some strong alcohol, fire in your veins for a moment, coursing through you. And as you look up, you hear the sound of birdsong loudly. And you look up and you see that the boughs of the trees are filled with spectral birds of small and large sizes, riotous colors and muted browns alike. And you know for a moment that all of them know you, and all of them belong to you as you belong to them. You are their shepherd.
Oh, damn.
And as you feel the feeling begin to fade away, they begin to take off into the air. And as they go farther and farther away from you, it's hard to say if they disappear or if the light of the dawn is just so bright that they can't be seen anymore.
Okay.
Cyrus, do you feel different? Do you look different?
Yeah, I think my scales and snaky features are a little bit more pronounced. My so before it was very subdued, like I was able to cover it, you know, the yuan ti parts of me. But I think maybe like the scales that maybe were on the lower part of my neck and chest have like grown up, so they're peeking out of any kind of collar, and down onto my hands more, so it's less obscured and kind of becoming more with nature, you know, that way.
Fuck yeah. I love that. You feel just a little bit, your teeth are just a little longer and just a tad bit sharper. You can feel almost a new toughness to your skin. As if as you have been given a little bit more to defend your compatriots with.
Does that change my base AC or anything?
I was saying you get like more HP. Yeah, you're a little bit
Oh,
tougher.
cool.
Congrats.
He's blessed.
Ta 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 ta.
Yeah.
Let me do
Nature
some
stuff.
editing here on the sheet.
Nature stuff.
I feel like there should have been instead of the Final Fantasy thing, it should have been like the Legend of Zelda fucking like.
I'm not listening to the thing. I should click on that.
Zelda.
Opening
Now,
chest.
do I have?
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
That's not
No.
fun.
No. Banned.
Sorry. I was thinking like I had it, and there's like item. There's like that wasn't it.
That's Mario Kart, isn't it?
There
That
we
was Mario Kart, yeah.
are.
Ta-da.
Yeah,
Ocarina.
I went to the wrong Discord. It was the Harbor Master 64.
Edwin, Feyada, do you have any immediate reaction to seeing this?
I'm like, fuck, it should have been me.
It's like, oh good, it wasn't the Fae.
It
It's
should
like,
have been
I,
me.
I think Fayetta's first reaction is, oh good, it wasn't the Fae.
I'm like, so Cyrus, do you feel different, stronger, you know?
Us exploding.
Mostly the same,
Do you
but
feel do you feel more sneaky? Or
When
is it like,
Cyrus opens his mouth and speaks for the first time, Cyrus, you accidentally say something in Sylvan, a language you've not known before.
Oh,
do I speak Sylvan? I do not.
No, but I do.
I
I
speak
think.
Abyssal though, but I don't speak Sylvan.
So you take a moment and you go, "What the fuck?" and then you say what you meant to say in common. Code switching real quick.
Okay,
I
that's
just say neat in Sylvan. That's not a language you just say neat in, but you can.
I feel real good. Okay, that's weird. Is there like a hiss when you make an S sound now? Are you you try to hide your
Cyrus, do you have a lisp?
you have a list?
probably not.
That would be
Tragic.
so funny. Have to hear Dan talk with a list forever.
All right. What do y'all do?
I guess I head back to the group.
Okay, you guys head back down the mountain. Make your way over to Erlong and Eddard, who have been chilling, shooting the breeze.
tic-tac-toe? Let's play tic-tac.
Is Eddard gonna play tic-tac-toe?
Is Eddard still here?
Yeah, I was talking with my mic muted, so Edward is just mouthing words to Arlong right now.
He hasn't had his
You,
coffee. He's not awake yet.
Would you rather play poker?
Oh, I've never played, but I learned.
All right, I'm gonna load up Poker Night on Discord, and we're gonna play it. And it's gonna be
No. No, no, no.
For a few hands.
Just the one with Ash
yeah.
Williams or TF2 Heavy?
I walk
Shit
up.
hot.
I'm like walking up and I connect to one of them. I'm like, you should fold.
Oh damn! It really exists. Oh shit!
yeah,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
yeah, we can play poker on Discord.
Oh god. All right. Well, if you guys go back to camp, go back to the city and want to do that, I'll do it. But I don't want to do it with more than half the party not involved.
Yeah, no,
Um,
fair.
You guys make your way back. Is there any immediate reaction to Cyrus's slightly snakier appearance and maybe a little bit? I don't know. Is there a surety to your step, Cyrus?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Is there a like do you
got a pep
you
in your
feel
step?
different? Yeah. Like, is there a little bit of extra swagger going on?
Big dick swing.
Are you drippy?
Maybe a little bit. I guess I'll look at the boat situation and be like, "Hey, I think I might have a trick to help with that."
Are that and are the longer?
Sorry, say that again.
Are your teeth longer?
Maybe, is that a problem?
No, it's what happened out there?
There were some riddles which I totally crushed. Yeah. But my powers don't feel as arcane ish anymore. They might be more divine or nature based now.
Oh. I would have to
It's
study
like
that. I've never
he
seen
literally-
this phenomenon.
He solved three riddles and became ascended.
This was like a mystery creature or something?
It was
It was God.
I'm just over here like it's like
I think Mentor gave me some new ways to help the group.
Oh, I'll have to demonstrate when I get a chance for sure. I've never seen divine powers like in full action. Occasionally, but not so much at the school.
All right.
I'm so glad it's not the fucking Fae.
So are we gonna have to like keep you on a leash or something? You're not gonna scare people being all snaky, right?
What the fuck?
I don't think that's necessary. No.
It's not gonna be like some Harry Potter shit, right?
What's Harry
So
Potter?
what?
I'll recommend the read when we get back to town.
They have
Books that Arlong hasn't read.
I
Harry
can't-
Potter.
J.K. Rowling does not exist in this universe. I refuse.
Oh my god!
I was
Oh
gonna
my
say
God.
still a transpo.
It's written by J.K. Rowling.
No,
was gonna
even
say-
worse.
It's just still a transpo. But it's
She's so
Yes, she
transphobic.
is. That's canon. If Harry Potter exists as it does in our world, then the creator is still a piece of shit.
Oh, can I,
Ew.
if that
It's
is
just
the
a
case,
lot of.
Can I get a lot of cadavra if I kill her?
Can
So-
we get a fuck turfs? Because fuck turfs.
Fuck turfs.
There's a lot of racist undertones too that we never really looked into until modern era.
And, you know, like, are the goblins
That
really
too.
like,
That part.
are the goblins really stereotyped? You know?
Goblins are people too.
God damn it, dude.
Yeah, no, I refuse. Boats, please, getting them.
I mean,
Jesus.
I'm in it. I never left.
So it's a story about this boy that's part like wizard, and for some reason in the world they don't like wizards. I think it was written
Psychic
up north.
damage. More psychic damage.
I will. Hey, hand me a like. I'll tie off the. Or can we tie a couple boats together?
You two of the boats were tied together previously. You could tie all three together if you so wished. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that, and then I'll wade into the water and turn into a shark
Oh shit. Okay.
and pull the boats a bit, or at least assist enough to maybe grant advantage to.
What the fuck?
Sure.
He always do that?
No, that's entirely
No.
there. And like Erlang whips out his book and he starts scrawling immediately.
You know what? That's fine.
All right. Well, that happens. What kind of
Alright,
shark
let
do
me
you
just write
turn
that in the
into?
journal.
Specifically, I had set it as a reef shark. I think.
Dope. All right.
Tugboating.
Okay, yeah, you're more than able to pull sorry. You can absolutely pull the lifeboats by tying a rope to yourself and then transforming into a shark. Why don't I get an athletics from you at advantage because you're a shark in water, and an athletics from Eddard at advantage to help with the middle boat, let's say. Just whatever the shark is, I'll make tokens and stuff
Yeah,
for
no,
all that.
you already gave me the reef shark.
Oh, I
thing.
did. Aha!
Um, so,
Pa, 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 pa.
I still have a few things to futz around with on my sheet, but
Sure, yeah, of course. It's a large change.
Yeah, and so he's the last Horcrux. I don't even know the fucking series, man.
oh, son of a bitch! A 9 and a 6.
Oh,
Oh dear.
can I give him my once per?
Sure.
I mean, I have it. Would I roll just one more, or would I roll?
You rolled it again at advantage, sure.
Okay.
I would like the shark thing to
I'll
work out
leave
for you.
mine. Arlong, you keep yours.
I just
Alright.
imagine just the fucking sharks immediately
Yay!
bounce.
All right. 17 is more than enough with Eddard 17 as well for you guys to row all the way back to the Brigandine in I would say a little bit over a half day, probably about 6.5 hours from where you are to reach your boat once again. You had tied it up on the side of this channel where it was widest, away from the city, with Isior on deck. So as you guys pull up, you're able to unload your potions into your ship and begin untying and readying your ship for travel, if that is what you so wish to do.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Back and some shit to the bar.
Okay. You guys begin setting sail, and you very quickly are able to make your way down the river, heading towards Riftine to return with your ill-gotten goodies. Let's go back to that map.
Whole time I'll be like scribbling in my book, asking Cyrus like, so what was it like being a shark? Did you have all your senses? Was it like polymorph? What was the difference?
I've never been polymorphed, but it seemed more normal. Like I was still me, but fishy.
A druid craft. That's you got this from like a statue of Mentor?
Yeah, yes.
Right.
All right. It is late afternoon by the time you reach back to the city. I would say maybe 4:30, almost 5 p.m. as you pull back up to your previous berth. You do see a pair of guards make their way out of their rounds and start approaching the ship.
Hey, brothers.
What's all this then?
Docking for the time.
Yeah.
How long?
Another week?
All right. And purpose of your stay?
Trade.
Mm-hmm. Trading what?
I hold up potions.
Fancy. Hey, we'll waive the docking fee. How about you pass one of those over? Looks tasty.
Eddard will leave the ship and look to the two guards. We're returning on business. Blue cloaks. Cloaks. Let me tell you about Harry Potter.
No! Stop it, your eyes! They're bleeding!
Eddard,
You're gonna die of psychic
Eddard
damage.
is actively having a brain aneurysm.
I don't know where you got this eldritch name from, but it's killing you.
You say we're back on business. He says, "Oh, business been profitable?"
Is that really your place to know?
My hand's still empty, so
It's better empty than filled with your own guts, right?
What my friend is trying to say is that we're all friends here. We don't need to get hostile or anything.
Oh my fucking god.
why Eddard, the person who knows how this works, is doing this?
Doing it?
It makes no sense. But here we go. Okay, Guard stat block.
Da, 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 da.
Charm
It's not really
person.
a thing. But it's a DC 15 Wisdom save.
Okay. That's
They're
a
not that
7.
wise.
Oh, yeah, sure. Just usual docu fee then.
Of course.
How much is that again?
Gold a day.
I will hand it over with a little 3 extra gold so they keep an eye.
Pleasure. And the other guy goes, what the fuck? What? Hey! And like starts following after his friend. You guys have less than a minute before that wears off. Is there anything you guys would like to do immediately?
No, that lasts for an hour.
Does it? Oh shit. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
Okay, you guys have about 59 minutes. What would you like to do?
Let's go talk to the boss. Yeah.
Yeah, unload the ship and haul the. Actually, no, I'm gonna go to the HQ first and ask for some assistance to unload this haul.
Yeah,
Goody goods.
that's probably a great idea.
Yeah.
I
I'm
sure
gonna
ain't
go
helping.
I'm gonna go with Eddard to,
Mm.
I guess, talk.
Oh wait, this isn't the house, is it?
No.
Schlop! I can control V no clip. Quick while he's distracted. And so the series ends with him talking.
So you guys are gonna go straight to the manor
Uh,
with what?
well, cat ears.
with my words asking for personnel assistance to unload the haul.
And showing the boss the cat ears.
This is not the person who gave you
That's
job
the
to.
wrong boss.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
That
this
is the
the
wrong boss.
that's why I'm asking if that was where you wanted to.
If I recall, I talked to Joystick about the potions and told her Laughing Steel and told her
Joystick.
I deemed the name Joystick in my head and now I can't get rid of it. But I told Laughing Steel about the potion haul and that I was going to take it to her. Take the product to her because I'm pretty sure the guy just hired us to kill the dudes, right?
Okay, so does that change where anyone is going? Eddard and Edelwyn are still gonna go there. Or Long, you're going to the bunkhouse.
I assume wherever the boss is. I wasn't sure if it was here or where Edward was going.
You originally met him at the inn, the Wasp's Hasp, but you don't know where to find him other than by going and talking to the bartender there.
Alright, to the bartender.
Okay. Veda and Cyrus, you're gonna stay with the ship and the hall. Yes?
Yep. Until the guys come along and say like, "Hey, we're here to go absorb." I will look at him very carefully and wait until somebody else arrives, which would be the person who I forgot your name somehow. Because I see, I'm looking for your name for a second. I see Biweekly Pickle Surprise.
It's my name.
All right, so wait for Biweekly Pickle Surprise.
Okay.
Confirm that
Then
these are the right people to go ahead and lift all the shit.
okay. Eddard and Feda, let's resolve your. I'm sorry. Feda. Eddard and Edwin. Excuse me. Let's resolve your escapade first. You guys make your way to the manor through one of the fake businesses and into the main decision room where Layla can almost always be found. Farum is there, as is Perung and Layla Laughingstew herself, who, upon hearing you enter, will roll up the scroll that she's currently working on and seal it with a wax mark before handing it to Perung, who puts it into a smallish bag. Does not look like it could fit it.
Layla.
Ah, yes, Edwin and Eddard, my
You missed
favorite
me.
E's.
Ah, she missed me. Looks over to Ferrum and like do the nudge. That's the face he makes. He's like,
Hmm. What did
Uh,
you bring to me? I heard you had left the city. I'm glad to see you weren't running.
no, no, no. Why would I do that? I know you'd
Fear,
find me.
mostly.
Eddard
My
makes
reputation.
Ed makes a pretend makes a pretend leash tug motion behind Edelwyn.
You fucking asshole. And she's like, no, come on. I know you'd find me. Plus, I couldn't deprive you of this lovely face.
Right. Why are you here today?
Money.
Money.
Specifically, your money.
Excellent.
So, here's the first order of business. I'm having them tie up that little loose end really fast, the rest of the group. I'm actually here, well, we are actually here to bring you some potions. A little bit weird, but might be useful.
Really?
Yeah, a few crates, 75 bottles total.
The potions I told you about.
Uh,
Excellent.
Sweeten the deal a little bit, you know.
Oh, sweet as candied pie. Well, you know what we usually do with potions, bring them through the library.
Mm-hmm.
We need a few extra hands for the hall.
It's a lot of crates. And the rest of the group aren't exactly do like the flex and like motion towards Eddard like the meathead type, you know.
Right. Let me see what I can get you.
Sounds great.
She'll have Perun go and check who's currently staying in the bunk room. And after a few minutes, he'll come out with, followed by 3 individuals. Uh, you 3 follow them, get the crates, bring them back through the, library, as usual with magics or potions. And, you've tested them, yes? What are the effects of these things? What should we expect?
Well, they're they're healing potions, but a bit off. I would
Off.
say, well, they do weird things. I haven't exactly drank one, but I did hear that it made a finger longer or something like that.
Longer.
See
Uh,
that you see someone test one of these potions before you start crating them up, she says to the other 3.
As for the production, dealt with exactly like we were supposed to.
All right, well, seems like you have things to do.
I do. Very important things. Thought I would bring in this report.
Of course. You always liked some good support.
Oh, mostly the one-on-one kind, but yeah, we have a crowd.
Of course. Well, I'll see you boys when you're back. Thank you.
Bye-bye. And I just, like, I guess I leave.
Okay. You guys, both head out, Ryder?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. You guys head out and begin making your way back to the warehouse where you have the ship tied up. While this is happening, Erlong, the wizard, goes alone to the favorite drinking place of most of the people here.
Yeah.
Let me take you to this map. You go to the Wasp's Hasp.
Oh, I didn't realize Arlong was going by himself. I'd probably go with him.
I didn't think about that either.
No,
I was like making sure that nobody steals the fucking potions, or to make sure that the potions are sent to the right person before somebody else, like, does what was it called, Bavarian fire drill, where they just like fake it.
What the fuck are you talking? What?
Was the Pavilion Fire Drill when it just come back with a cripple and say, yeah, this is ours.
I don't even know what you're on
I have
about.
no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, never mind.
The only fire drill thing that I know about that's like that is where you stop your car at the red light and everybody gets out and they all run around the car, and when the light turns green, you all get back in the car.
What? What is
Yeah.
that?
No, it's a white person thing.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
and 100% is a
I was
dumbass
like,
white
what
person
is
thing.
that? I've never
Alright.
It's a white person thing.
It's like
Its original name is pretty racist.
yeah, it's very bad.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Pavilion
God.
Fire
That
Drill is
you notice I didn't say what it was called.
I kind of want to know now. I'm gonna look this up.
Okay, you do that.
Yeah, Josh is recording, so actually.
You do that.
Yeah.
Erlong, you make your way into the Wasp Pass, shadowed by Cyrus. You make your way over to the bar. The familiar bartender is standing there. What you having?
Looking for the
He
boss.
belches in your face.
Looking for the boss on one of the jobs that had been done.
Name?
Cyrus. I believe I met up with them initially.
Right, the cat problem.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, the cats have been exterminated.
Do we leave proof with you, or should we hand that over to the person who brokered it?
Why don't you come back tomorrow night?
Okay.
And he'll say on the house as he pours a tankard of ale and slides it across, and you can see the corner of a piece of paper sticking out from underneath it.
Okay. I'll still leave a gold tip. And take my tankard with Sydney. Go have a seat.
Okay.
Read who the fuck we gonna meet.
It just has a time written on it. It says 10:30.
That's really late. It's past my bedtime.
Oh, don't worry, I can handle it. I know you need your birthday rest.
Especially with these new abilities.
Yeah. I need to ask, it's kind of like, how exhausting is that? Like, is it still physically, like, wearing you out?
Not as much anymore. The swim as the shark kind of rejuvenated things.
It's pretty damn cool. Well, suppose it was better be ready. I know things might take situation at the docks if we're not there in time. Want some? Like, untouched tankard towards you, sir.
I will ziggy zaggy down it.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Take the paper with me as I will head back to the docks. Check if there's like a sundial or somewhere I can estimate the time.
There would be one in the center square.
I'll go check what time it is before then.
Okay. Yeah, near the center of the marketplace, there would be a large sundial and a stand. It is nearing 6 o'clock as you're heading back to the ship.
Alright, good.
You would pass Eddard and Edwin and several goon-looking fellows on their way back towards the manor, laden down with crates of all manner and shape and size.
Edwin's like waving like a stick around, like it's a like she's like pointing out where the boxes are. She's just imagining being like, "Don't drop it."
Well, have fun with that. I'll be on the ship. We have things to do with at
We have to
10:30.
get our money.
10:30. Working on it.
10:30. All right. I'm coming along when you get paid. I don't exactly trust everyone here.
Okay. Then Eddard and Edwin, you make your way back to the manor with all laden down with all this stuff. With the three people's help, they have like a cart that they'll bring with them. You're able to get everything together in one trip. However, as you finish dropping everything off, Layla will come in, inspect the crates, and pull one of the bottles out and pop the cork. She gives it a smell, smiles, and offers it to you, Edelwyn. Just to be sure you're not trying to pull a fast one.
Poison you? Oh my god, Layla. Seriously?
It's piss.
I don't even know what it's gonna do to me, and you want me to drink it? Why don't we test it first, like you said?
She
That's what they're doing.
she holds the bottle a little bit closer to you.
I thought you were gonna do something.
Well, I
don't
wouldn't
know.
want to hurt someone who wasn't expendable.
Wow. Whatever.
No,
Nut
just
up
to
or
make
shut
sure
up,
that
right?
you're still with us.
Nut up
Edelwyn.
or shut up, right? Fucking drink it. Chug
Okay.
that shit.
Roll me a d4.
I'm gonna fucking like turn into a fucking creature. A 4.
Okay, you heal for 5 HP. You're at
Okay.
max, so you don't has no effect. For the next minute, you will have +1 to your strength, dex, and constitution saves and checks.
Let's go.
In addition to uh
Oh no.
there are 2 additional random effects that happen. The first is that you grow feathers on all exposed parts of your body.
So basically nothing.
Maybe like a couple right
my
from
neck,
under the edge of the from the under the edge of the mask. They're not like huge. It's just
They're
like
little,
downy, the equivalent of like fur in
Yeah.
feather form. But you you also need to roll me 2 more d4, please.
Oh my god.
Look at
No.
this, super fluffy.
Okay, you will grow by 4 feet over the course of 1 hour.
Oh.
Wait, I what?
You will grow by 4 feet over the course of 1 hour, and then revert to your size before that.
So I grow.
You drink it, and you're like, I don't feel any different. And then you kind of like stretch, and you're like a half-inch taller. And you go, well, that's weird. My back kind of feels a little. And you crack on the side, and you're like an inch taller.
Well, I drank it.
Interesting. Okay. Mark these down, Perung, and he'll produce a slightly wet piece of paper and start writing things down.
Don't say I never did anything for you, Layla.
I would never say that, dear.
I did it earlier.
No, I just said that you're expendable, which is true. Until you're back in, you're not a cloak.
You know what? That's fair. But you did say it when I first got here.
Well, I'm not paid to be nice. Speaking of payment, can I expect any part of it today?
Do I have any of the money on me today?
You have as much money as you got. I don't track your guys' money for you.
Yeah, but would you guys have given me some of the money that we found? Okay.
We're going to trust you with money.
Okay, that's fair.
When you
bring this
ask for the money,
full.
we will produce it while it's going straight into
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, we're gonna bring it in full.
Cyrus had the box of money
Yeah.
from the cave, right? So that was the 217.
Yeah.
You haven't gotten your payment from the boss yet.
Yeah.
And
we have like those diamonds. That's worth like
right.
what is it, like 150? Because
Yeah.
there's 3 of them in there.
There's also you could also go ripping patches off the fucking cloak.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, the one
But-
that I'm wearing, that you're staring at me for.
I tell them we're just gonna bring the payment in full, so it's all together in one. You know.
Because we have
A
about
shame. All right.
Fiona just dropped
Makes
100
it
gold
easier to count,
onto
right?
the table and was like, all right.
So,
Makes it
Very
easier
well.
to count when it's all together in one piece. And
Sure.
Farum over here won't have a headache. You know how much he hates counting his money.
Hey, fuck yourself.
Not before you do it first.
Regularly. It's
What
healthy.
the? What?
Jeez.
what
I heard
is-
that incorrectly. But I heard break your leg is healthy.
No, he said go fuck yourself, and I said not before you do it first.
Eddard is face palming.
And then she goes, "Here, you can use this," and she like tugs at her. She like taps her sword.
Yeah, sure.
Hmm.
Fucking asshat.
Fucking hate that guy. He is good at counting money, but fuck him.
Who are you telling this to?
Layla. She knows I don't like him. She already knows.
She's pretending that you're not here. She's gone back to working after here, that she's not being paid right now.
Thanks, Layla. I love you too.
Uh-huh.
All right, I gotta get. And she like looks at Edward. Come understand.
I don't want to know the context after what I heard him say, and I'll head out.
Oh, are you coming with me to?
And nope, I left before you clarified.
All right, and then just walk back to the ship with the others.
Okay.
Did they say where they were meeting this guy?
Nope.
The inn.
The inn. So can I just stay there until the time, or is that tomorrow or tonight?
It was tomorrow.
Oh, okay, it's tomorrow. So then I'll go back to the ship.
I'm gonna head
Alrighty.
to the market.
Okay. It's later, but most places haven't closed up yet. What are you looking for?
Well, first off, especially thinking about how much we need. Silver coffer. Gonna be looking to sell that.
Okay. This silver coffer. I forget the exact description of
1
the.
foot long, 6-inch wide, and deep, worth 500 gold times 1. I've torn it off from the robe and used.
Okay, so it's like a box, and it's not filled with silver. It's made of silver. Okay,
Mhm.
so you're looking for like a jewelry, a jeweler, or a jewelry store, or something that deals in precious metals to
Yeah.
sell this.
Yeah.
Give me high or low for favorable results.
Low.
Okay, give me d20. All right, yeah, you actually have your pick between two that both look like they would be very good to sell them to. There's one that is specifically a gold and silversmith, and another that deals in very exquisite jewelry.
I'm going to the exquisite jewelry, because this would be like the perfect thing to get the accoutrement.
Mm-hmm. It's something you could be like upsell them to. Also, would you like a nice, pretty box for your stuff to go in?
Display all the wonderful pieces.
Yes, says the human man as you approach him, holding this coffer.
Did they just go automatically to that place, or could I have gone with them?
If you were going
I
to,
know these people are gonna fucking haggle. Are they already there?
this would have been while you were delivering the
Yeah.
the potions and dealing with Layla. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
they're
say
gonna
Erlong
haggle.
reaches the marketplace before you, before you're back at the boat.
Okay.
Which I will put you both on, and Erlong is in the marketplace. Yeah, you walk up.
I've been able to procure a few interesting items, and obviously you're being a much more upselling place. I know you can use this quite fancifully, and also be able to sell it as like an extra package deal for those who have a little heavier pouches. Obviously, with a nice caveat and assortment of various finery that you have, you'd be able to put this on a wonderful display and be able to try and get people to buy a full, elegant piece if you were to have this with you.
That's a hard sell from a little guy. May I?
Of course.
Hold out his hand, pick it up, open it, examine the hinges and everything, find that they're very well made. This is an excellent piece.
Precisely.
As fine as anything else that I make and sell. Are you looking to get it off your hands today? Or are you looking to work out a deal where I sell it for you?
I was looking for a reasonable price. I figured that's also, especially for, displaying your much more regal pieces together. It'd be an excellent piece to showcase, catch a little few extra eyes. Maybe, somebody would be interested in. Especially seeing it all put together. So,
Alright.
I was wondering if you'd be interested in buying for your displays or having something at a more reasonable rate where it's being sold and get a better price on that.
Well, it's end of the day, I don't have a ton of gold on me, but I could offer you. Clean me out, but I could offer you 300 for it right now. Or if you're interested in waiting, I could take it and sell it, and I'll take 25% of whatever I sell it for, and give the rest to you.
Insect this man.
Sure.
See how much he's trying to fleece me, because
Sure.
this town's already tried to fuck my pocket over.
With a 19, I think that you know that he knows it's worth more than that, more than he's offering it to you. He's being a little bit dishonest about how much he could offer you now. You could probably get at least another 100, 150 out of him right now for it. But he's offering you that because he wants to sell it, because he's pretty sure he can sell it for a lot more. And you and he would both end up with more money. Because if he can sell it for you, there's nothing out of his pocket that's free money for him. But if he buys it for you now, he has to recoup those. They recoup that amount by selling it.
So you're pretty sure you have someone in mind for it if we come back tomorrow kind of situation?
Give me a hand of days.
About 5 at most?
He'll hold up his hand. That's how many I've got.
As long as we have a written up contract.
Sure.
I feel like this could be worked out. How long?
More than amenable.
Name is Erlong.
Long, alright. And he'll scrounge around. He has a little bit of like parchment paper lying around that he uses when dealing with the smaller gemstones. He'll draw up just a very quick, like, I agree to sell the property of one Erlong in return for a quarter of the profits gained hereof.
And his name?
Yes, his name.
Give me the name. What is her name?
Me? My name? My name is Ram Gurdaz.
Is he a porn star?
No.
Can I insight that?
Ram Gurdaz.
My name's pretty weird, but Ram Gordaz
Bro.
seems pretty funky.
No way. His name
That
is
is-
Ram Gurdaz.
That is a porn star.
You don't know what he does in his spare time.
I
I
think
know
that's his
Ram
primary
Gurdaz.
profession, and this is his spare time.
Hey, maybe he's just really into jewelry, and he only strips to pay the
Yeah,
bills.
cock rings maybe.
Could I roll an
yo.
insight on this?
Bejeweled cock
Oh
rings!
my fucking god!
It's his real name. You don't need to roll insight. It's his
Fucking
name. His
sure.
name is Ram Gurdaz.
Alright,
It was the one that jumped out at me.
I'm sure he was.
Poked me in the eye, damn near.
Damn. At that time, I'll come back for our profits. If I find any more interesting jewelry, do you deal in jewels, or would you prefer that, someone else to broker with you?
Anything that's already cut, I'll buy.
Anything is already cut. Okay. I might have a few profits. First, I need to check my other associates. I look forward to a fruitful venture with you.
Are you a member of a merchant guild?
Currently, we are working off a merchant ship that is coming to my acquisition, but also working a little bit with the Blue Clerks here on some viable business.
Whoa, well, this Blue Cloak business, I don't need any trouble.
No,
I'm
this
not
is
interested in
personal right now.
anything hot.
No,
All right.
this is not hot. I promise you, I would not bring that to your business. That would be disrespectful.
That bitch just said.
After the contract, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, as I pack my little
Rips it in half.
As I pack my little contract into my spell book.
Okay.
Just make
He'll
it
take
look
the
like
coffer.
a real book.
Take the coffer and put it into his stuff. You can see he's beginning to load things up, assuming this is probably the last business he's gonna have for today. Pulls a huge bong out from under the counter and rips it.
God, I want.
Quitting time.
I will hop down. Start wobbling me way back to the boat.
Alrighty.
Business
Evening is definitely set by the time you guys are back on the boat. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna celebrate a little bit.
The editor was just writing in her journal a little bit.
Cool.
Honestly, feel pretty good about this. Some good ventures said so far.
Ram Gurnass.
What's his name?
I'm sorry.
What's his name? His
Must
name
have
is
been
Ram Gurnass.
made fun of a lot as a child.
Right? Your parents hate you if they named you Ram.
Yeah, CPS should have stepped in. Swear to God.
Yeah,
Quality deal.
The Lifeless Yonder CPS isn't very good.
Alrighty. Anything further in the evening as the sun begins to set?
If there is enough time, because obviously it's meeting up tomorrow, so we got time working on my water vehicle's knowledge.
I would say not today, but you could tomorrow.
Alright.
You guys have been pretty busy all day.
I plan on that tomorrow.
Excellent. In that case, it's pretty late. The sun has just set. You guys have probably made and eaten dinner aboard the ship. When who's on deck?
Robert and Fietta.
I will just playing a few songs.
Okay. You guys hear the tramp of several sets of booted feet. As you look over the side of the boat, you see a squad of 6 soldiers walking up. One of them wearing the colors of a captain.
Of course.
Damn it.
Excuse me. Hello up there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Yes, what can we do for you?
Yeah, we'd like to speak to the captain of the vessel.
That's me.
Would I be able to hear them from like below deck?
Yeah, I mean the what windows there are would probably be open.
I would probably head above deck then.
Sure. We had a concerning report come from this ship earlier. Soldier behaving strangely, said he felt like his mind was messed with. Asking you if you've seen any suspicious behavior. We're asking all the boats on this dock, and you look and there's only one other, very small, like dinghy tied farther down at the dock that you're on.
No, I can't say that I have seen any kind of suspicious behavior.
Huh?
I mean, we've been out in the city all day.
We've paid our taxes.
Along, shut up.
We paid our taxes, but then we gave them 10 gold for it.
Along.
We paid the docking fee.
Oh, both of you.
The issue is not with your fee. We've been looking for a rogue spellcaster. I'm not sure if you may have heard there was a disturbance in the city a few nights ago. Magical attack. Several left dead. So any reports of magic are being treated with extra suspicion.
We've
No, I don't know anything about that.
Let's get a deception at this point.
we've actually been traveling in groups. I heard about it over in the market.
Hmm.
Try to get him an advantage.
I will give the advantage. This is not a lie that you guys were not
my
prepared for.
Reroll it, please.
Hey, do you
reroll
want to use my is it one procession inspiration?
Yeah.
You can use mine.
it. Yeah. Okay.
There you
perfect.
go.
There we go.
Jesus Christ! What are these rolls?
Good thing you're not at
Well, I'm no
disadvantage.
longer a high charisma character.
The unfortunate situation.
Understandable. Do you have any strong urges for me not to send one of my privates aboard to speak to each of your crew members, Captain?
I mean, I don't see why that's necessary. We just got into town today.
Yeah.
Cap.
So we couldn't have been involved with something that happened days ago because we weren't here.
And you were not the ship that pulled in and stayed at this berth previous to today?
They have papers, guys.
We
You
slept
can't
overnight.
lie about it.
When half of the party wants to lie, and the other half of the party isn't aware we're lying.
I mean, yeah, we were in. I got my days mixed up. We were in town for like a day, and then we left, and then we came back. But you know, we had some business with you know, in town, and then we had to run a couple errands for folks who were in town. We were hired because we're merchants.
You see Eddard snap his fingers real quick. The blacksmith. We had to deal with the blacksmith. Something about getting some minerals for a sword or something. We've been out in the field.
He thinks he's seen the blacksmith thinks he's seen dwarves. He's a little.
Oh, that guy. Jeez. Fuck it.
I'm just gonna not talk because I feel like the whole mind thing would terrify him.
Yeah, that would send it straight into overdrive.
Yeah.
Cyrus, would you like to roll me an insight?
That dude is not a soldier.
Sure.
You think some social lubricant might work wonders in this situation. There is a single currency that everything runs on in this city, including the government.
Like a post, and I just get up and I walk over to Cyrus and I
reach out and I shake his hand and there's like 5 gold palming, and I'm like, you know, you've been so thorough. Thank you for your concern of our security.
Very valuable. Yeah.
Give me a persuasion at advantage.
What?
I believe in a thing called love. Hell yeah. You pass him the gold, and he'll nod and say, "Have a safe night then, sir." And we'll turn and begin leading the soldiers down. I'll say with a 16 insight, you do see a couple of them are like giving each other glances, but none of them are brave enough to say anything to the captain.
Do I not get the +3 from guidance?
You do. No, you do. That's a 20.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, you've more than convinced the captain. Nobody else saw this transaction take place, so they're like, okay. You see some of them are like, we're not gonna wreck their shit? Wait, what the fuck? I thought we were gonna plunder their boat.
Captain?
It is like I don't think they realize. Like the guy, like Fayetta just like watches them and as they when they finally leave. It's like I'm not sure they realize how much we how much we would overpower them if they try to do something.
I'm not worried about
Um,
overpowering them. I'm more worried about just having a place of safety.
No, I was like, did you hear what they said? Was 19 was a 19 passive perception?
they didn't say anything. They just kind of there are a couple confused looks exchanged.
I thought it said like we're not gonna plunder this ship. That was like
No,
said very
that was like
quietly.
that was just them like looking at each other.
Yeah.
All right. You guys have the rest of the evening to go back to your leisure. You unbothered by the guards of the city for the moment.
I go
Let's
check
keep
on
suspicions down to a minimum, shall we?
I always feel like if we keep on bribing the guards feel like they already know it's us, but they're not doing for it.
Well, yeah, they don't. They just want money. They're
Money?
gonna hassle you because they want you to pay them.
But you opened the second crusty.
Guys.
Money.
Edelyn just like connects to Cyrus. She goes, "Yeah, you know, everyone around here is pretty corrupt. You just gotta pay them off most of the time. No use arguing." I mean, they would have been all over this ship if I hadn't paid the guards to stay off it the first time we got here.
Do you have time? Oh, a bit of extra celebration.
I was gonna say, I feel like that was like, because I paid them, right? But I feel like that was the wear off, and they came to get a renewal on the payment. That's why they were annoying us about it.
Hard to say. You guys did charm person to duty earlier.
Yeah.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, I forgot that they know that they've been charmed at the end of that spell. My bad.
I didn't forget
fun-
that. I
It's
just
fun
thought,
though.
damn.
Hey, for a place for it to happen, at least it was some place where you could just here.
Hey,
Sorry.
Here's some
Yeah,
cash.
give them. At least it was a place where you could give them hush money.
They got double hush money.
Anything else tonight?
I check on Easier. I think Scott.
He's a little bit not depressed, but perhaps a little bit stir crazy and not super jazzed with the fact that you guys are back with crates of stolen potions from murdered people. But he's keeping mostly to himself as a
He
result
doesn't know
of that.
we killed them.
You told him what you were going to do.
That's true.
He doesn't know. You told him directly to his face.
And I want to talk to him so bad.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah, talk
Yeah,
to
I
him.
feel like does he look like a little bit dejected, a little bit like you know?
He's like rather than sitting at the one like long table that you guys all have to eat on, he's kind of got a space to himself, a chair.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to him, like in wherever he is. Right?
Sure. He's got the very bare bones spell book that Erlong was able to acquire for him.
Yeah, I feel like I like kneel down next to him, like, or like I like squat. You know, like the little like half like sort of squat thing. What is it?
Nothing.
No, you can't lie. I've seen that look on a lot of people's faces before. What is it?
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
You have a problem.
We spoke of my problem.
We did, yes.
I was assured
Elaborate.
that nothing is untoward. This is all for the greater good. I just don't have to like.
You don't have to
exactly
like it, but
the
you can
path.
still talk about it.
I understand. You all are 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 owed by me a life debt. I would not burden you with my mere conscience another
Yeah,
time.
I did ask you, so it's not really burdening, and I want to hear about it.
I worry how far you all are willing to go sometimes, and that Eddard fellow is, I mean, as
Well,
base and mercenary as they come.
he's altogether unscrupulous, but that's neither here nor there. That's not really our. We're not fixing him. So the thing is, are you crying right now?
No, that was that.
Just suddenly,
I
like, are you fucking crying right now?
Are you crying right now?
No, I'm fine. No, I'm fine.
I just
Uh-huh.
miss my home and my tea and.
Let me
TJ.
tell you a bit of a story, right?
Oh, good.
When I was a little girl, my mother and I, we used to walk the streets to perform for the people. We didn't have a lot of money. We would do this for hours and hours on end, in the cold, in the rain. It didn't matter, right? Because at the end of the day, we had to eat, right? Now, it was one of the days where we had a particularly profitable afternoon, and a man came walking up to us. Very extravagant clothing, very much like yourself. And do you know what he asked us for? You can
No.
hazard a guess. Well, he asked us to play him our best song, and we did so. And, well, the man, he wasn't exactly satisfied. And, around here, money is everything. So he had a few of his goons take what we'd earned and break our instruments, and we went home hungry without things that we left with. So, what I'm getting at is, this world doesn't exactly care about right or wrong, or good and evil. We have to do what we need to survive. So, what I'm getting up to is the next day, I went out alone, and I found I found that man again walking the streets. He'd been shopping. And I'll spare you the details, but let's just say I got my mother's money back plus a few of his personal effects. And we uh we ate well that day. And my mother was never happier in her life. Now, am I wrong for taking back what was mine and a little bit extra, do you think?
Yes.
Why is that? Why is that?
Because you were only doing what you needed to.
Mm-hmm. I needed to eat, and he was a man who would beat poor people in the streets because he didn't like their performance. Was he more worthy than me of the money and wealth that he had? Was he more worthy of my earnings? Just because he was law-abiding in your eyes?
I I would certainly not say that that man would be abiding any law.
Well, he didn't get rich off of being a criminal. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is good and evil aren't really a thing here. So, not really anywhere, to be honest. It's just kind of a gray area, mostly. And if you're not okay with gray areas, then you are going to have a really bad time.
All I'm asking is that we get what we need from here and we leave. Uh, uh,
I'm not here because I want to be. I'm here because I have to be.
I understand. I I can't immediately become comfortable with being paid to kill people.
I know. I'm not saying to like it. I'm just saying to understand that it has to be done. I mean, those
It's-
people are selling counterfeit potions that could do any sort of thing to someone else.
You
And
know,
they weren't exactly going to let us walk away. It's
Question:
just...
is Edwin taller?
not anymore.
Damn it! That would have been really great.
He's
Is
like,
she just is he
why are you
just
doing this?
progressively growing taller as the conversation of this on?
He's like, why are you getting bigger right now?
Their heart will inside
That's just her legs, arm, and fucking spine.
What the fuck?
And then she like gets up and she goes, by the way, that wasn't a story to cheer you up.
Right.
She goes, I like you, but you need a dose of reality. This isn't high towers and extravagance. This is bumming it in the slums, as it were.
Look, I understand. I do. I feel I've said as much, yes. I
But
You.
Fayetta.
Panda?
like, I was thinking like Fayetta's probably in the background also not liking all of this shit. But she also doesn't have much of a choice to do in order to deal with it. So she's also like stealing a little bit in a very similar manner to Isior. But she's also just like she likes the fighting, but she doesn't like the killing.
And here you are, not having non-lethal the single person that we fought.
I know, right? Because bows can't non-lethal at range.
You have a sword, don't you?
Yeah,
Couldn't
but
you
am
have
I right next to them?
5 blunt arrows?
and uh, and I also did non-lethal all the way in the beginning.
And then the vampires came.
And then the vampires came.
Yeah, but she just stands up and like pats him on the back. She goes, and you can just tell me if you're ever feeling down. We can have another talk exactly like this one. I'm sure you'll love it.
I'll be sure to get right on that.
How's that spell book? Have you got anything written down in it?
I was able to copy over some things. He'll show you the few spells that Erlong was able to get the ink for.
Yeah. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry you have to see all the dirty stuff, but this is how it is. It was either this or we let you die.
I understand.
And she just walks away. She's like, "You'll thank me later. Trust me."
Just for your guys' information, he now has his cantrips back, as well as detect magic, identify, mage armor, and magic missile.
Hallelujah.
Yay, identify. Are you gonna learn it, Erlong?
If I ever have enough money.
You know, that's fair.
You guys have exhausted this place for
Magic.
Well, in
Magical-
theory, you could copy it out of the Most High's spellbook.
Still need the
magic
ink.
and I still need
Yeah.
a
Still
pearl.
need magic ink.
Everyone forgets
he-
the 100 gold pearl that
He
goes
doesn't.
with
He
it.
doesn't have the pearl for identify.
So Fiat just kind of like popped up in the shadows and like, she's kind of shit at the reassurance, isn't she?
That's love.
That's what all the people say.
Reassurance isn't exactly what I'm looking for now. I'm just waiting for it to be over, I suppose.
Same.
Well,
Doing my
perhaps
best.
if together next time we could speak out against it. I know, I'm sure Professor Leckerlong isn't super down with murder either, though he does have an innateness to necromancy rarely seen in a student.
I mean, murder is just kind of one of those things.
Ah! Where'd you come from?
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
Oh fuck! Oh Jesus!
There's so many
My
people.
alone corner! I'm surrounded by big burly men!
Sounds like a Tuesday for you, me.
Sounds like your Friday night, fuck you!
Oh, wow.
I'm like a rat scurrying on the
That's why you
ship.
sleep
Oh
in the
no!
Poop up to a person's size.
God!
That's why he sleeps in the bed. With,
Yeah, he could.
he's not safe, so.
Yeah, murder just kind of happens in our line of work. You seriously, like when you were younger, weren't adventuring?
I'm a teacher!
Yeah, he kind of grew up in the school.
You've always been a teacher? No, like
Yes!
experiences?
No! What?
Never taught anyone death.
Yeah.
What?
Why do you have offensive spells?
You're a necromancer.
Where
You
does
have
this
issues
face
with
palming in
death?
the middle of all this?
Why do you have offensive spells if you've never killed anyone?
He bought them for me!
No, you would have had them in your spellbook before, didn't you?
The spellbook that was stolen from me that I haven't had for weeks?
What did you have in that spellbook?
I saw you.
Magic for teaching!
No,
He's
I
like
bet
red
you
in the
had-
face.
I bet you had attack spells in there.
You're incorrect!
You were never recruited for war?
What the fuck is going on right now?
Have you never fought anybody in your life?
Your
Not
country
outside of
doesn't force you to. Your country
Not-
doesn't force you military service.
I know.
No!
What the hell?
Your
Especially
gods.
not for an educator.
Your gods don't call you to smite.
I'm not really a
Heathens?
religious man.
I mean, I
Mentor
never-
is more of a teacher example than...
I mean, hey, I never went to war because I dodged the
You're all insane!
No.
If
I'm
it
just
is
educated.
like sighing in the background.
He
It's
goes,
like-
no. I'm insane. I don't know about the rest of them. I'm definitely clinically insane.
Loses his spellbook.
Hey,
It's like,
it is what it is.
I do it again.
It do be like that sometimes.
I feel like Edelyn just looking at Eddard, and she just like shrugs. She goes, I don't know why he's making a fuss. So like, he told me he signed wanted posters for me. He knows what I'm about. I don't.
it's like,
You can't expect me to behave like a common criminal.
Who's common? Say that shit again. Say common one more time.
She's like
dare-
pulling out the knife.
it's like it's like
Isior is going to cast mage armor on himself and say, you know what? You know goddamn what?
Huh?
It's about fucking time I stopped taking orders from common
Oh?
criminals.
Oh? I'm proud of you.
And he's wagging his spellbook in your face.
I'm so proud of you.
Arlong
cry.
is not a common criminal.
I would never disparage the professor.
He's disparaging me.
Red in the face. Like that sort of anger where he's a little bit teary-eyed.
Oh my god.
No. He's disparaging me and Eddard. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. I'm definitely a criminal. Definitely not common. That's
9th level magic missile.
That's true.
First level shield. Take that
Doesn't-
magic.
doesn't have it.
him, and then we kill him. No, Edwin's just like, she stops and she's like takes off her mask, and there's like a tear going down her face, and she goes, "I'm so proud."
Fuck!
I'm so proud of you.
Goddamn tired of all these goddamn marshals on
right.
this goddamn boat.
That's right, all the vampires too, right?
Yes!
I know.
Fucking
Come here.
vampire blood
Come
sucking
here.
fucks!
Come here. Come here. Come here.
I'm not hugging! Oh! And he
Yes,
hugged
you
you.
are. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. You're in a better place now, you know? You don't have to be. You don't have to worry about
But
that.
we have to go back!
I know, but you don't have to worry about being proper anymore.
Ugh.
With the insight of corruption, you can sow the seeds of change.
I hate when you talk. It makes everything worse.
Fair enough. He'll take his leave.
He is real riled up.
I'm
Fan
so
is just
My
like,
head hurts. I've got a tension headache.
It's like I was like, Fan is like, I was trying to say something like inspirational and stuff, but you guys like took over.
Ugh. Ugh. I need a drink.
Oh, drinking too? Yeah. Oh my
I could
God.
probably help with that.
You're like one step. Actually, never mind.
One step away from being her.
connects to Eddard. He's one step away from being us.
Get out of my head.
No, you can't make me.
Eddard comes back and punches.
Did you know?
Punches.
Did you know that your parents had to fuck to have you? They had ball-slapping, sweaty sex.
This is why I imagine it would look like.
Jokes on you. Jokes on you. I had a sex education class when I was 7.
I don't believe you.
I know everything.
Your grandparents had to fuck to have your parents.
No, they're all. Just kidding.
The leathery elephant
And
skin.
she's like, just kidding. I never knew them.
No, they're all no.
I'm so proud of ECR. I'm so fucking proud. I finally broke him. I finally broke him.
God.
We're gonna turn him into Yamak.
He's already Yamak, bro.
The war
You will,
crime.
you will not break this man down into being Yamek. I refuse. He's not that much of a cuck.
But he will be a war crimes wizard.
No. Well, I mean, until he has his own money.
He'll be a war
Yeah,
crime.
so,
He went to the school of war crimes.
Cloud kill is a war crime, bro.
Yeah, it is. Also, it is my time.
Okay. Then we're going to progress the night. Is there anything specific you guys want to do? Thank you for coming, Hana.
Thank you. I
Have
just
fun
gotta-
cleaning or whatever.
I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it.
Well, if you finish early, pop back in. I know you wanted to be there for getting the money from the boss and stuff.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That'd be good.
Did we need to show back up tonight?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. 10:30 tomorrow.
Unless anyone needs to do anything this night, we're going to progress to the next day. You guys are guarded by the city guard. Don't expect anything bad to happen. If you would like to set watches, let me know.
I gotta worry about it. I gotta learn how much money it would require to learn from fucking ECR's book of Identify. Plan out of trying to find magical inks later down the road with that.
Sure.
It's gonna
And
be
you both need the pearl still.
Yeah, that's the biggest fucking ball like. I know a jewel shop there.
Okay. Then you guys sleep on the boat. The night progresses into the day. Early morning finds you guys still exactly where you had moored yourself. Nothing untoward having happened in the night. Cyrus, you wake up still cradling the chest of money that you brought from the cave.
Yes, my precious.
What would you guys like to do before 10:30 tonight?
Market.
Market!
Hookers and blow.
Hookers and blow! Fuck yeah! Both of those readily available in the city.
Right on the ship.
And you're practicing, right? Okay. Eddard, you are up bright and early, I assume.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. You are up
But I'm up.
when you get up then?
Yeah, like
So
maybe
you're not
early,
up.
or late morning. He
Okay,
wouldn't
so you're
be up before
you're not up
mornings.
before anyone else, so people would see you leaving. Do you say anything as you're heading out?
No.
Does
Not
anyone?
unless I'm stopped and asked. Yeah.
Yeah. Does anyone go? Hey, where are you going?
Would you like some porridge with pork?
What?
I don't think.
I look in the porridge bowl. That's
Fib,
not
just
pork.
give him
Those
a
are
wave.
cockroaches.
He leaves out. He leaves out.
Trying to feed me cockroaches?
It's delicious.
All right, whatever. Now I'm gonna head out to the market. You thought I'd forget.
Hey, boy.
Okay.
I'm just looking to buy 10.
All right. Yeah, you could very easily make that purchase. Are you looking for anything special beyond the regular tent that comes in the player's handbook?
Nope.
Okay, you can find one exactly like that and purchase it for that listed price.
Oh wow, I thought this would be way more expensive.
No, it's not crazy.
It's said tent. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally just like 4 sticks and a large tarp.
Part of me wants to go get a pearl right now. But I know that's probably not a great idea, so I'll wait until we concluded our 1,000 gold transaction to the boss.
Okay. I don't have a handout for skills being learned currently.
I have a DC
you have a
12.
you have a DC you're tracking on your sheet. Great. Give me a flat D20 then.
Oi.
Hell yeah, that's a success. You go up to DC 13. That does take you most of the day as you're learning. Cyrus, Feta, things to do with the day. Cyrus, are you doing more godly stuff? Playing with some fish in the water, perhaps?
I will also try and find a tent, because that would come in handy for if we're doing wilderness stuff again.
You see Eddard come back with the tent and you go, fuck, that's a cool tent. Where'd you get that?
I think after Edward buys his tent, he's probably just gonna go out to eat.
I think.
Hit up Boggart's prawns.
Prawns.
It's a new day. Should I prepare a new
Do you have any like bundles of hay inside the ship?
No.
Damn.
You don't have pack animals or anything. The ship wasn't equipped for that sort of thing before you left.
Yeah. There was a little bit of a hope. Any soft materials that would be easy to like set up?
I mean, there's everyone's, everybody has a bedroll.
Yeah, no, not that.
The ship has hammocks that you guys were sleeping in. Let me go look at the boat page.
Where's my bed?
Yeah. There's one large double bed, and a bearskin rug.
Oh
There's some
my.
extra sails.
Right, that's not gonna work. I was thinking of like having Fayetta practice her aim with a bow.
I mean, you could
Wait,
be trying to shoot fish.
Yeah.
Fly over, grab your arrow before it sinks.
I guess that would work.
Okay.
It also
Com-
gets us more fish and food.
Exactly. Combination fishing and target practice.
I would also like to try and find.
No.
One
It
moment.
bent.
Do I need a roll for that, or?
Yes. Just 1 second. Or yeah, why don't you give me a survival and just a flat dexterity?
I was gonna roll a short bow attack roll.
Right, but that would only represent one attack. So I'm trying to gauge like skill over a period of time.
Survival and
Survival and dexterity.
alright.
I'd like to
That's
try
a
and
poor
find.
survival roll.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine. What's up?
I'd like to try and find either hide armor or studded leather armor.
In the market, you could probably find a set of hide armor. If you wanted studded leather, you would probably have to go to the blacksmith.
Why would the blacksmith do leatherworking?
The studs are the most expensive part of the leather armor. He would probably purchase the leather armor and then add the reinforcement himself.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, hide will do. 'Cause that's
Okay.
cheaper anyway.
You can find that pretty easily. Is there a particular style of thick fur and pelts that you see that catches your eye?
Anything that's warmer than what I'm wearing currently, but if something could be snake adjacent, we'll go with that.
Okay. I'll say there. I don't know about snake adjacent. There isn't like a dragon hide pelt that you would see, but I will say in terms of looking for something good for the cold, there is a little bit more expensive set that would count not only as hide armor but also cold weather clothing for an extra 5 gold.
Sure.
It's a particularly yeah. Yeah. It's a particularly thick set of hide armor with this what looks like dire wolf fur all over and around it. Thick, dark gray, very Game of Thrones.
Sure.
Okay, and for like this, because it's also cold weather clothing, it comes with a fur-lined hat, hood, goggles, and the boots and gloves are also fur-lined. And you will not need to make saves against extreme cold if ever you are in a situation, so long as it's dry. It's not like magical, but it is like particularly thick. If you'd like the exact text, I can give that to you.
No, that's fine. Should I just put in hide armor with cold resistance?
Cold weather, let's say, so that we don't get confused later.
Okay.
Cause I'll go, where'd you get cold infused armor? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Hell, the fuck what? That's dope.
I can't find a price on
Say again.
How much does a tent run? I can't find.
Tent is 2
2.
gold.
It's 2 gold.
So I'm in for 17.
Okay. You're more than able to make that purchase.
Cool. Done and done.
Fuck yeah. Fayetta, for your fishing, you're having more difficulty seeing the fish than you are shooting them. Because whenever you do spot one as you're flying over the water, you are usually able to pick it off pretty quickly. But you do struggle finding some fish. I'll say, if you're gonna, how long are you gonna spend doing this? Because it is a little bit exertive.
Probably about a few hours.
Okay, then why don't you mark down 7 fish?
Alright. I am. Today was not a great day for fishing.
It was not, unfortunately. It's hard also because you're fishing in the channel here.
Do you mind if I just set myself down because I was eating here? I've just been waiting here all day.
Huh?
Having a good
Do you mind if I just place myself inside because I've been waiting here?
Oh no, yeah, I put you on.
Okay.
You're the only one on this map. You do whatever you would like to
Oh, I see that. I saw the whole party, so I was like,
do. Yeah, I was too lazy to put them all in the GM layer.
let's just sit in the middle of the restaurant. Be less suspicious.
Fuck yeah.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Edwin's practicing her music most of the day. East yours, a bit more lively, rambling about the ship. Producing the most up-to-date catalog of everything that you guys have in the hold, things like that. Does anyone else leave the ship for any reason before the evening?
I'm gonna look at the gems. Do they look pre-cut, or are they still rough?
They are all cut and polished. The diamond is significantly smaller than the other gemstones.
I did manage to find a pretty good jeweler. Should I go and see if we can get a good price for this, or just keep them as they are?
Crickets, crickets, crickets.
I think you should go ahead and try to sell them if you can't use them for your spell components.
I love the diamond. Diamonds does.
Yeah, Cyrus, why don't you make sure you mark down the diamond? Dan! Cyrus! Why don't you make sure you mark down the diamond? It's being left for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because you're the person who can use it, but Arlong is going to take the other gemstones.
Yeah, the citrine.
Cool.
Okay?
You said it was worth 50 gold, right?
Yes.
See if my buddy at the market would be interested on another 5-day prospect of fresh cut jewelry.
As you approach, and show those to him, say, oh, what do you got for me today, Froggy?
Had to double check on the stores, things that people were comfortable with parting. Have some, others who are interested in the business ventures, but I have a pair of zircons and some citrons that might interest you for your jewel work.
Oh. Oh, this is nice work. I'll pick one up, examine it with a lens, after a few minutes. I'll take these off your hands right now. 40 gold for each.
A little bit of an insight, see if I can possibly work that up a little more.
You know what they're worth,
Yeah.
I would say. So if you'd like to try and persuade him, you can.
How about we go at the 50 each? Understandable. I know it's still a big venture. But if I do find more on the side, or if my fellow merchants would be interested in parting with a few more gems, I'll come to you first immediately, every time.
Give me a persuasion.
Right.
A woo. I'll meet you at 45. On those terms.
I can work with that. I'll shake on it.
Alright, you receive 180 gold.
Pleasure doing business. I will be back as soon as I can with more ventures. It's always difficult working with other partners.
Of course.
Hop down, keeping my book like a little froggy ledger. Write down the various business transactions I have. We will head on back.
Alrighty. It's probably like early evening with all the trips you guys have made separately on and off the boat. It's early enough that dinner is definitely being served at the inn. If you guys would like to start heading there now, or you could wait until it's much closer to the time that you're supposed to meet this person.
Yeah, I'll probably head there early.
Yeah, same. Get a meal that's not rations.
Alrighty. You guys all start making your way over. Is anybody purposely staying on the boat? Feta? I guess you're the only other one there. Okay.
I heard the time. I'm doing the time.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Hey, I don't know if that guy got the memo to not be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
You guys walk in. You can easily spot Eddard at one of the tables.
Eating mutton, drinking ale.
Edwin will forego going to get a drink, wearing her mask. She'll come right over and sit by you. Yep.
Perfect a bit puncture.
Big puncher.
Awesome. Can I get a pitcher and a couple of tickets?
Plonk.
And a dinner or lunch or whatever fucking time it is.
Dinner. Stew or the house meal.
I'll try the house meal.
House meal.
Alright. Just go sit at a table. I'll be over in a minute.
Put down however much that costs.
Yeah, 3 silver for the pitcher, a pair of silvers for dinner.
I'll put down a gold.
Okay. He'll throw it off the table, take it with thanks.
Oh, it's good business.
You make your way over to the table, sit by Eddard. Eddard, you had your lunch on the boat. You've been drinking steadily. You've probably got dinner for yourself a little bit before they all arrived.
Mm-hmm.
So did you get the stew or the house meal?
Probably the house meal.
Okay. Big slab of mutton, mashed potatoes, and assorted greens. Everything doused in gravy, especially the greens.
How much is that?
Silver. And if you bought lunch, that's another silver.
Doop, doop.
Pretty quickly after that, food would be brought out for Erlong and Cyrus as you sit down at the tables. You note that Feyada is staying outside. Are you posting a guard or something, Feyada?
No, I was listening, but I wasn't looking at the screen. That's my bad. There it is.
Okay. I'll say everyone else is settling down, getting into their food. Edward, you've been here the longest. What have you been doing beyond just sitting and eating? I assume crowd watching.
Staring at the wall, looking at the fire,
Also good.
watching people talk, listening to their conversations, flirting with the busty barmaid.
Demi, his pecs are huge.
I know he's got to get me on his protein.
He got you extra eggs for lunch when you complimented his He he wears a fucking medal. It's a silver medal for heavy weightlifting that he wears every day.
Instead of doing.
He's got a little bit
deadlift.
of green on his neck from where you can see.
Instead of doing deadlifts, it's keg lifts.
Are you is there any furtive intent in anything that you're doing? Anything that you would like to specifically roll for? So you guys are all sitting here.
Just make sure to keep eyes out on someone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Eddard's gonna point behind himself with his thumb. Black cloak corner. Might be your guy.
Oh. Gotcha. Be right back. Enjoy the drinks. I brought an extra picture. I assume it's the correct time.
It'd be a little early. It's maybe 9-ish.
Gotta approach this person. Hey, excuse me. Have you been the one to post about the previous cat issue?
They gesture towards the seat without saying anything.
Take the seat and keep a hush tone. I assure you, it's all well done, and their stock is taken care of. And we'll provide the ring of cat ears on the leather strap.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
Yeah, boy. Ah, my fucking character sheet went into the roof of the thing. Slip.
Okay. You slide it across. He very casually lays down today's newspaper that he is reading on top of it, and slides them out and then flips it back up. There's just a small wet spot on the back side of the newspaper as he's holding it with one hand. Excellent work.
And the sense?
I didn't expect speed of this kind from, well, someone I didn't know. Excellent work. May we break bread?
Of course.
He will reach over across the table towards a loaf of bread and tear it in half, putting one half on his plate. He then reaches out and puts that torn half of bread in onto the tray in the middle of the table, and then slides the whole tray over towards you. There are 5 loaves of bread on it and the one torn half.
If you have any other extra business that needs personal handling, you can find me and her on the Brigadier. Just off the park.
I'll be looking to do that.
Take the bread loaves, that will probably weigh me down significantly.
Yeah, I'm not sure that you could pick up all 4 of them at once. Like, you could try and grab the tray, but I mean, you're not a very strong guy.
I will wave over for Cyrus to come help me. Yeah, thank you. That's all. Thank you. Have a job complete. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Yeah, you set them back, come back, set the bread down on the table, and Edelman goes, God, I'm starving! Reaches out and grabs the half-torn loaf of bread that's actually bread, and tears into it.
Okay. Checking is... well, probably not here. check the bread loaves. I assume nice and heavy into our bags. Okay. And well, I would be counting them out later, but I assume that's the 600.
That's the remaining 500. Yes.
All right. 500 bread loaf.
Well, yes. 5 100 ones, but yes. As you guys are sitting down, kind of all looking at the tray, one of the people sitting at the table, that's the tables that sort of surround you, shielding you from the bar, stands up, goes over, and comes by your table with a round of 5 shots after depositing one on the table of the guy that you just talked with. And without saying anything, he gestures towards the boss, who raises his shot glass in your direction.
Raise it in respect.
What do we owe the favor? And he walks away.
Yeah, I mean, he like gestured towards the boss and immediately started walking away. If you call out to him, he just does nothing, mate.
Wait, which one's the boss? This guy?
Cloaky boy.
This dude was the guy you talked to.
Okay.
This guy was the dude that brought you a drink.
See, I'm looking at this like, fuck, we gotta fight these guys again, and the whip guys are gonna be captains again.
No, we did good. The boss is happy.
Yeah, he waits, assuming that you guys are all going to pick up a shot glass.
I mean, I do it without question.
Sure.
I do it with very much question.
I throw it back.
Fiona just like grabs one and just like looks at it, and looks at it in comparison to her own size.
That's like a regular glass for you.
Yeah.
Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. But yeah, you all pick up the shot, and as you all lift your glasses, he'll down his, turn it over on his table. As he does so, all of these figures stand up as he does, and they all begin to trickle out following him.
Holy shit.
His fucking guard.
I mean, there is a tabaxi in here.
Cat problems.
He feels vaguely racist.
No, I just figured they might not be too happy with us if they knew what we did to other tabaxi.
Good thing they'll never know.
Unless I tell them, hey, tabaxi person.
It's like,
Huh? I feel pretty good about this venture.
Red mages?
Red? That's my favorite.
What the fuck?
I didn't really like that one though. The warning was nice though, but yeah.
Huh? So, make sure to pull our stuff. Yep, up at the boss. Work on getting a little extra for Adam. It's a good venture.
There's a lot of people
Can
coming.
we depart from here?
I
We
think
should
so.
probably, now that we're done with the one for our own sake, we should probably go do the one that stops the town from getting murdered later.
Which
I don't
one's
want to
that?
say we should definitely finish our food first.
Yes.
Look at that too.
Eating globs of mutton that are probably as big as my face.
Yeah. Fiona just like, I think Fiona just ordered a small side.
Just some white rice.
Mainly because the fact that she ate one of those large meals, she would not be able to finish it in the slightest. It'd probably be heavier than she is.
Fair enough.
excluding equipment.
Yeah, you guys are able to finish your meal in relative peace.
All right. Oh. Let's get back to the ship. See what we have. Pull it together. Once we figured all of that out, be able to handle the boss situation. This is a happy loader, and then we can work on extra for edit. No offense, but obviously, like, I assume boss takes priority.
Racking up the bill.
Understandable. But we do good work together.
So, have we made the 1,000 gold that we need, or?
Well, so you guys now have 6 loaves of bread with 100 gold in them each, so that's 600. You guys acquired gold from the cave as well, that you totaled up to 217, right?
Yeah.
So that's 817 right now. And Erlong made 180 gold selling gemstones. So you're, what, 997?
I'll toss in the last.
And with the prospect of also selling a coffer in the next couple days.
Yeah. Which,
Yeah, we could probably just dump 3 gold in there ourselves and like, alright, we paid off the payment. And like, what, we're still gonna go out. And like, what are you going out? You have to pay for Arlong. We're not Arlong, you have to pay for our new friend.
yeah, don't worry. I'm working on that angle. There's something that came with the rope that I intend to be able to pay off front with.
And what's the other thing? You still need to go kill all the fucking carrying crawlers.
That too.
Do we though?
Yes.
It's good responsibility.
Are we gonna pay anything?
But we might find things of interest down there. Also, I'd be very interested to see an entire nest of them. It'd be very fascinating.
I mean, I'd love for you guys
I
to do
don't know
that.
what this town has really done to ingratiate itself to us that we should go do something like that.
Because it's being the good person from our heart.
I am not necessarily a good person. So.
That's fair. But also, I want to test my cadaver explosion.
Fine.
Yes, also gives a good chance to clean up many of the corpses, because once they get turned into hamburger, then they will be eaten faster and distributed. Things will be able to recover.
Well, do we need to head to the carrion crawlers tonight?
I figure we could take an extra day, because I do have a business venture working here. I believe the carrion crawler location is like 1 or 2 days out, probably.
Well, wasn't there also the blacksmith that wanted the dwarf sword or something?
Yeah. That would be nice to have.
Well, we wouldn't get
Because
it.
because they're looking for a specific weapon, but there might be other pieces of gear in similar quality next to it.
Alright then, let's work on that. First, I'm gonna go pay the boss.
Yeah.
And don't worry, Edward, you'll get in your money. I promise.
Okay, you guys head from the boat where you've gathered all of this money, crated up in the chest that Cyrus brought from the cave. And what did you do with the hollowed out loaves of bread? They're pretty stale. They had to be to support the gold.
Soak
I'm
them in
gonna be
Okay.
honest, I enjoy stale bread.
All right, you guys eat the stale bread. Fuck
Soak
yeah.
them in like olive oil, yeah.
Yeah, rum, olive oil. It's good stuff. Croutons.
Okay. Is anyone staying behind and not wanting to go to the manor?
Everyone comes then.
Okay.
Repeat that question.
Does everyone want to come?
I was actually looking up how to revive stale bread. I missed the beginning part. Oh well, I'll come with.
Alrighty. You all arrive at the manor. Despite the late hour, you are given passage through to the inner sanctum, where Layla is seemingly tirelessly working. Oh, good! My second favorite frog.
Oh, hello. We have brought the appropriate payment.
Excellent!
In full.
Ferrum? Yeah. You guys come over, put the box down, near her. She'll open it. Oh, I do love the sight of fresh gold.
It's pretty good.
She'll pick it up and look at it. I assume much of this is profit from your venture with Eugene?
Well, probably.
Name Eugene.
I wasn't sure of his name, but, you know, yes.
He doesn't like to give his name out. He thinks it's better if people call him just the boss.
I was not going to pry out of respect.
Ferrum will count this, but I believe you all when you say that it's all here. With this, I can definitely welcome back Edwin into the fold once more. What we have is available to you, so long as you're able to make it worth our while. I'd be more than happy to reinstate her at her previous level of investment. That just means that rather than weekly payments, we'll just take a standard flat cut of any bounty, booty, or loot acquired.
This is fair.
Whatever you gotta do.
Excellent. May I offer you anything now?
As in a job or like a harem?
Oh,
If you wish to take advantage of our special rates, you'd be more than welcome to show your new shiny cloak around. And she'll pull out a brown cloak with stitched blue satin lining that is for Edwin, but anyone could take it, and it is the status symbol of the blue cloaks.
yeah.
Eddard doesn't wear his.
No, he doesn't. You have yours like somewhere that you could like pull a corner out and show it off. It's less important in this city because most of like the officers are known, but like elsewhere it would be much more important.
Have to add that.
It'd be
For now,
really funny.
I'll put that on Edwin's sheet.
Blue cloak.
It'd be really funny to have one sheet for fucking Faye. Just tiny.
Right. Right.
That's one thing done.
Don't suppose you have a lead on the dwarf.
The dwarf?
Nah, I didn't figure as much.
Dwarves aren't real, sweetheart.
That's true. A dwarf and sword.
Dwarf and sword.
I don't know. I think I
Like,
got hit in the head too many times.
If
Out of
it is like
character. We
do
had
you
a
know of any
location-
stories of them being real in the past? I forgot. Did you go over this?
Thousands of years ago. What were you saying, Dan?
But we also had a location to go to for the possible lead on the sword. So we
This
don't
is true.
need,
Yeah, we already have you already have the location to go to. We just have to go check it out.
Yeah.
No need to get a lead from here. We just do the thing, come back and say, hey, it was not there.
It was possibly something. Okay. Yeah. Unless there's business ventures here, we do have other things that we do need to work on.
Because we still need to pay Eddard.
Yes, I suppose that's time to talk about Eddard, as you know, until they were members of this fine organization that we run here. You would need to be paid for your services. I assume your usual day rate would apply. How much are you charging these fine folk?
With hazard pay, 50.
A day? Well,
15?
50.
I didn't hear it clearly because I hear chickens.
all right. Well, with this being the fourth day, that would amount to 200 gold.
200.
That's with hazard pay.
Beyond this point, as the Edwin would be returned in status as a member, I can't force them to pay you. But if you are looking to make some money, it seems that this crowd is a bit profitable. Could use some protection, if you don't mind me saying so. You all look like I could kick you over and take your lunch money.
Probably. I did kill a vampire with them, though.
Really? Did you now?
Oh, yeah. Sure are the fangs.
Interesting. Be very curious to hear about that story.
Yeah, so tried to betray us, like cut one of us in the back, and then like we got absolutely infuriated. He like tried to jump down, and then we, you know, in the midst of that, bashing him in the face with a rock to get its fangs out.
Well then. Graphic and descriptive.
It's very, very intense.
That was not a good time.
Were you able to make your way out to the body dumps that you mentioned?
Yeah, but that will be an extra step in the area.
I'd be very curious about the news that you return with.
I'm hoping it's good and it's not outrageous.
There could be some shiny new potions in it for you.
Oh. I like the sound of that.
They're a beautiful golden yellow color.
Familiar, but I do like the temptation. It's good business.
It's just business.
Erlong's slowly turning into the East India Trade Company.
It's just like,
Dude, he'll be dealing in cursed artifacts.
it's like that. I'm like, maybe you could figure out how to not make them make them change people's sizes.
I don't know, being taller might be beneficial.
Farum will finish counting the money right around now and confirm it with Layla. You're all welcome to stay the night if you so wish, but I do have some business to take care of at this point. I will need the room for.
Of course.
Good luck. Have luck.
Hopefully have a good night, Miss Laughingstill. And I look over to my fellow gang. I hope we do have a good chance to have a nice conversation again. Be nice to compare notes.
Fucking Christ.
Of course, my good sir. Intelligent discussion is so hard to come by.
It's just extraordinarily different. Too many.
Oh, listen to them croaking at each other. They're just so cute.
We handle phallic language all the time. Always. At least Draconic is a little more sophisticated.
It truly is incredibly difficult. I wish for an enlightened mind each and every day.
You definitely have to share a language sometime. Till next
By
time.
the way,
Good day.
I just feel like I could probably have conversations like that with Cyrus now and Sylvan.
All right. Is anybody interested in staying here tonight at the manor?
No.
Happy return to my ship.
Ship
Yeah,
it
I'll
is.
back the boat.
Edward.
Yeah, Ed's probably gonna stay.
Okay.
Edward.
Well, since it's 3 minutes to 11, we'll call it here.
It's exactly what I'm going to do. Yes. We will be picking up in the morning following this. These events. Next time on the Nexus. Everyone, could you please mark down 500 experience for excellent roleplay and completing the aforementioned mission.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Also setting up a bunch of cool stuff.
Yeah, business ventures.
And you guys are just off of level 7, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm at the same.
3, 2,
Fuck.
2?
The fuck, hell yeah. Thank you guys all for coming tonight.
Hell yeah. I like the overlapping the name, just Burlong.
I'm just enjoying the fact that his name is fucking. Was it Eustace?
Eugene.
Eugene.
Eugene. Oh yes, that's the boss's name, Eugene.
Stupid dog, you make me look bad.
That's Eustace.
I know. It's the first thing that
Yeah.
came out of my mind.
Damn it!
And our husband, Eustace, bad! Bad!
It would have been an even better joke if there were dog people and his name was Eustace.
Creepy
You
thing
never
happened
really
out of
saw his
nowhere.
face. Might have been a shifter.
Alright.
Took the courage to save his new home.
But creepy stuff happens
I'm
in
just gonna-
nowhere. Don't worry, you got a purple frog, so the lineup is excellent.
So are we gonna play this July? Is that when our next session's gonna be?
Look, you just gotta be here.
What do you mean I just gotta be here?
Sure.
Y'all.
I'm
I
always
did not
here.
say you. I said y'all. Very clearly and specifically.
I'm always here.
I will be right back. I'm gonna go feed my cat, but I'm gonna hang out. Oh, night, Dan.
Oh, I was just gonna say, now that the move and stuff is done, and term is done, should be a little bit more stable.
Hell yeah.
Look
Oh,
at
yeah.
all those board
Have-
games.
have
I'm
one additional-
jealous.
Right?
Right? Sexy.
All of
I have
Dan's
one
board
additional
games got me jealous.
Journal entry.
Look at that, and then I look over at my Mass Hero Quest board game, and I'm just like,
I have the Dark Souls board game.
oh, fuck yeah.